It is Sunday night, and that means we're back to playing Pathfinder. So, welcome back. Last week we did
My
things
ankles hurt.
in Riddleport. Um, we started off with a short dream sequence involving you guys being back on the merchant ship, except this time there was a storm brewing and it was under attack by a bunch of were sharks. You all in the dream world took care of them pretty quickly, with Dream Ursuline being mad that she didn't get to do anything, and she cut some
Very
of the
classic.
netting from the ship's mast as like a joke, as it like fell on people. Um, you woke up the next morning, and Kat was pressuring Ursuline a little bit to show Kaede around Riddleport, resorting to both simple diplomacy as well as a charm person spell, none of which worked. So Kat decided to take it upon herself to explore Riddleport with Kaede, and Ursuline was forced to run after them to try to catch up. While that was going on, Edge decided to do his own investigation work, where he ended up in a dingy pub known as the River Runner. He sat down with a man named Jonas, who had a short conversation with him about the fact that Edge seemed a little bit out of place there, and he also made mention that the River Runner was really just a front for more nefarious black market activities. Edge tried to detect evil and had several hits within the in the tavern, but couldn't really nail down any specific people that he should be targeting. So for now, Edge went back to find the others. Kat and Kaede, with eventually Ursuline catching up, went down to the Fishbowl, which is the temple to the Pirate Queen Besmara. Um, Ursuline had the realization that Reuben might be around, and Ursuline had stolen a pet fish from him once, and that didn't end well. And eventually, she decided to sort of pay it back and catch a replacement fish. So you guys spent some time doing that, along with also just browsing the temples, sort of art items and other displays that pay tribute to Besmara. Kat, I think, had gotten some a token from them, and then I think you tried to sleight of hand some more of them, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though. At any rate, once all that was taken care of, you guys met back up with Oric in Ursuline's neighborhood, and then you all went over to Saint Caspiran's mission, which Jareem had seen in his drug-induced vision. So you got there and you walked inside. The first floor was pretty much empty. No one there to greet you. No one there to fight you immediately. After a little bit, Ursuline picked the lock, which led to the stairs that brought you up into the sort of cloisters of the mission. Where there you found an old bald priest who was very clearly drunk and appeared to not be able to see you all very well. He didn't understand that the men that had been posted up on the second floor with him were not in fact there to help him, and were instead doing the dirty work of one of the city's crime lords. So Kaede stayed back at first to make sure that the priest was not harmed. Kaede eventually entered the fight with these men that all of you had been a bit more eager to take on at the outset, which meant that Oric instead stayed with the priest while Chopper guarded the stairs. One by one, you picked them all off. eventually with Ursulin busting through a door, or sorry, Dino busting through a door at first, which revealed the location of uh, Avery Slag, or at least a man who, from Ursulin's memory, was Avery Slag. Um, there was some efforts to not kill him in the fight, and he's currently unconscious. But as the dust settled, Ursulin had picked open a coffer full of items that these men had taken off of anyone who crossed them, it seems. And there's a decent amount of cool stuff in there, but we didn't have time to identify it last week, so we're going to
I
pick
just
up.
put it on my bag
Yeah,
and
you
I
threw it all in
started
your bag.
dragging Slag out of the room. I tied him up. I'm gonna just start dragging him out
Yep.
down
So,
the hallway.
yeah, so you drag the unconscious man down the hallway. Let me reposition your token to make it look like you're actually dragging him.
Thank you.
And yeah, so as you said, you put all the items for now into your bag of holding, and I remember you had told yourself that you would sort through all of it later. So, um, Kaede and Dino, you were the first to see Ursulin dragging this man out of the room, down the hallway. Um, what do you guys want to do?
What the fuck are you doing? Is he dead? Is that a dead body?
You did stabilize him, I believe.
Ruslan, do you know who that is? Yeah, he's stabilized.
Yeah, so he won't be making any checks to survive unless he takes more damage. So
I was asking that like in character because I watched them dragging a body out of a room.
yeah, I was kind of just thinking out loud.
Yeah, no, I was just letting the people I was talking to answer.
Sorry, Edge is just sort of like, what's this, now that everybody, is it safe to say that everybody's basically dead now?
Yeah, all the henchmen are dead except for the one that escaped when he jumped out the window.
Yeah.
The rest of them are waxed, as they would say.
Amazing, he didn't take fall damage or injury from the glass. But
He did take fall damage. He just didn't take a lot of fall damage because it wasn't
Okay.
like a super high drop.
Edge will then look for the old man again. What was his name? Did we ever?
You never got his name.
So yeah, so Edge will head back then.
All right, so yeah, you
Yes.
you
Before I do
find
that, I might as well go check on Chomper to see what's going on.
yeah, you find Chomper still guarding the stairs, on alert, and Auric is just sitting with the priest, quietly.
Yeah, so yeah, Edge will sort of, enter the room and he'll just sort of make himself known to the other two, and he'll just look around and basically say, "It's unfortunate news, sir, but these men who you were associating with did not have your best interests in mind. We have removed them from the vicinity for now. I don't know if there are any more of their kind around here, though."
Oh well, if they meant me harm, then thank you.
Tell me, sir, your name is
Patrick.
Patrick. What is this church exactly? What happened here?
Well, this was once a temple to Sarenrae, but through the years, many well, unfortunate events have occurred here, and myself and Jonas, who you've met, we had been trying to restore things a bit, but this city does not care about this faith.
Evidently, seems no place for Sarenrae in Riddleport. Have you considered migrating somewhere else?
I don't know if I'm able. Jonas, perhaps.
How much do you trust this Jonas character?
He's been very good to me.
Have you ever asked
That
why?
doesn't mean he's a good person.
Anytime we have visitors and I'm unable, I always hear him offering blessings and trying to help the youth see the light.
Now, when did you two first meet, anyways?
We've known each other for a few years. Hard to say how many exactly. My elderly brain is not what it used to be.
Just out of character, I'm trying to remember when I was doing the detect good and evil in the tavern. What was the feedback I got from Jonesy? Was it that Jonas? Was it that he was evil, good, neutral?
Jonas was well, let's see. There were several evil hits coming throughout the tavern. I would say Jonas Jonas would have read as someone who had not had a perfect past, but I wouldn't go as far as saying that he's evil. I'd say neutral, like checkered past, but neutral.
Because I'm just trying to figure out right now, like, does he trust Jonas, or is it wise to tell the father that whether or not he should actually continue to trust Jonas?
Well, if you want to roll sense motive to see if you actually trust Jonas, you certainly can.
Sure.
Guidance.
11. He seems sincere.
Fuck, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Let me see.
Sense motive guidance, go.
Do I have a spell that would?
26. Yes, he trusts Jonas.
Well, he trusts him, but whether or not he's actually trustworthy is the issue.
Right, but you have to sense motive Jonas for that.
But he's not here though.
Alright,
No, he's
Edge,
not.
relax. Jonas seems like a good character.
Well, that's what he believes anyway.
Yeah.
True, but if
alright,
you know someone for that long, something tells me he's trustworthy.
I suppose. Tell me, what do you do now?
Well, if you say there was evil in here and it's gone now, then back to business as usual, I suppose.
Is your friend Jonas supposed to arrive here anytime soon today? I'd like to speak with him again.
He'll probably be back around dusk, I would think. He usually helps me out at night. You know, my eyesight is going, so darkness is not my friend.
I see. It's understandable. Edge will sort of turn to the other, or is Cat here too, or like Jurium?
Well, Kat moves herself into that room, so yeah, Kat would be present, I think.
Yeah, so he'll turn to the others and he'll say, like, how do we proceed on this? Shall we wait here until the evening time? He's also going to look around and actually notice where Ezralyn's gone. What, did I see Ezralyn actually dragging the body off? I don't think so.
I mean, unless you would have made a point to look to your right as you were coming back towards the main hallway, then no, you probably wouldn't have seen it. Like, you would have seen maybe Kaede standing there, like, obscuring your view of Ursula dragging a body, but unless you specifically look for it, probably not.
He was too busy in the fight. I don't think so. So yeah, he's just wondering where Jurium and There's Erlinrez right now.
Oh well, you would have known that Jareem was in the room
Oh.
with where the half orc was, because he was near you.
Okay.
And Babu was at the other end of the hallway.
But yeah, he will notice that we're missing somebody.
Speaking of the missing people, so Kaede, you see Ursula dragging a body, and I heard you react to it a minute ago, but let's
I was like, guys, is that a body? That dead body? Is that a corpse? Are you dragging it? Why? What's happening?
I'm just gonna look at Kate and be like, "Do you think I would be dragging a dead body out of here?"
If it had something of valuable stuck to it.
No, I already took all the valuable shit. He's still alive. I want to fucking torture him.
Oh. Also fair. Kate just kind of goes down and starts helping, picks the person up, so they're now like hanging between them like a spit roast pig.
Oh yeah, I'll look at Kate and be like, "Grab his feet."
Grab the feet. I'm looking for like anything like a sturdier piece of wood, and I just grab whatever I can find, or my sheath, one of the sheaths longswords someone's not using, and I use that, and I tie his hands to one end of that and his feet to the other, and we're just gonna carry him on that thing like a little spit rope.
If you want to just stick the whatever you're doing, like his feet in his hand, his feet in his
yeah, he's
hands
already
are
bound.
tied. You can just stick him wherever you want.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so
phrasing.
you know how his hands are bound? Like, you can literally, like, so, like, I'm sliding the long sword between those things, so, like, he's hanging off of the long sword, and we can carry him in between us, so we still have a free hand. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, like a
So,
pig that you're about to roast.
yes, exactly. So, like, if we still have a free hand to use for something, if something were to come up, when we could drop him and at least be somewhat ready. That was my idea. Kate just kind of shrugs as they're doing and goes, anyway. That was what I was trying for.
Okay, so with Cade's help, you carry the unconscious body of the man. You go all the way towards everybody else, or
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we're moving towards where everyone else is to get the hell out of here.
all right? What's Dream doing?
Huh?
I want to know what Dream is doing.
Oh, I thought you said something else. My bad.
No, you're good.
Cat is gonna follow everyone else.
Okay. Dream, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait. So are we in the tavern right now?
No, you're still in the temple where you.
Where have we been?
Oh, I understand, because we were like, okay, so we're all together and we moved on. What do you want to do? I
Oh
understand.
yeah,
I thought you were
no.
typing
So
something.
yeah, you're still in the upper floor of the temple where you just fought all the people. Ursula with Cade started dragging a body down the hallway.
Alright, I'll follow.
All right. See, you and Babu follow. Now you're all in the same room or the same general area. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I think actually since Cat knows where they went as well, Edge will probably follow suit as well. See what the heck is going on.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all in the same. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, everyone now sees that there's an unconscious body being dragged by Cade and Ursula, or carried, or however they're doing it.
We don't ask questions.
Well, Edge is gonna ask.
Yeah,
Edge's
maybe
gonna
you
ask some
don't, but
questions. Edge will ask
Just like bucket.
Ellen and Cade and just point to the body and be like, and ask, "This is the man Avery that you spoke of."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can't decide whether he should live or die, so I'm just gonna take him home and maybe pluck out a few toenails.
Perhaps it would be wiser to ask some questions while we're doing it.
Well, he's unconscious. Oh wait, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Wait, were
Yeah.
you planning on plucking out toenails while he was unconscious? Like that feels like a waste of
It's a bit like
time.
a
Isn't the whole point for torture? You don't do torture when they're asleep.
What am I? Fine. Don't tell me how to torture people, cat. And I start walking with the body faster.
Kate just
I
kind
mean,
of
unless you
stumbles
want to
trying to
give him a
keep
bad
up.
haircut.
Okay, wait. Where am I going with this body? And are we just gonna walk it down like this?
Oh, yeah, you're. Yeah, no, it should be fine. It should be fine. It's Riddleport. It should be fine.
Okay. Is anyone else going to address the elephant in the room? Am I the only one who notices that Ursula looks like me? Like, I just kind of poke you from across the body with my free hand and be like, you also kind of feel like me.
What?
What's going on with your skin?
What?
Edge is actually going to start suggesting maybe move this elsewhere. He'll look around and he'll see the kindly old man. He'll basically sort of lean into Ezra Lynn's ear and basically say, "Perhaps this is not the good place for torture. Let's take the body and move it back to the hideout."
And I'm just gonna look at him and I'll say, perhaps it's not wise to whisper in at half elf's ears. It gets moist and uncomfortable.
He's wearing a helmet.
I hold the body with one hand on my side and I start to like rub my ear out. I'm like, ew.
He's wearing a
Ugh.
helmet.
He's wearing a
What moisture
helmet.
are you talking about?
Okay, but I look at everyone and I say, I understand. It's the sound. It doesn't feel ear feel like it's gonna come off.
You might want to get that looked at, Ursula.
Like,
Are we talking about my skin or my ears at this point?
Ears.
Both the
Okay.
skin on your ears, I guess.
Oh yeah, that too.
If you have questions about my skin, ask my cat.
But your cat cannot respond.
My cat. Yeah, my cat. My cat's special at this point because I just keep him like a scarf around my neck.
All right then.
Edge is... I was gonna say Edge points to Chopper and he says, "Put it on Chopper's back. Let's drag him someplace more private, and then we can do whatever we need to there."
Okay, yeah, but like the difference between me and Kaede dragging the body and Chopper carrying the body is null and void at this point. It's still Riddleport.
Well, I mean, just easy, just chuck him in a
Yeah,
sack and as we move on. It's not like anybody will ask questions.
I guess we'll chuck it onto Chomper's back because Chomper really couldn't move forward all this time. He's been stuck back here.
All right. Now, are you leaving him on Chopper's back, like out in the open, or are you attempting to
Putting him in a
conceal it
sack.
at all? Putting him in
I'm
a
gonna
sack.
cover him
Okay.
with in my bedroll.
Wait, I might have a spell. Who
I don't
knows?
think anyone has a sack large enough for a body. I don't think any of us specified that.
Surely there must be there's provisions in here, right? We can just
My-
get
my
like a
point-
potato
my-
sack.
Doesn't someone have a bag of holding?
You can't put a person in there.
He's not gonna. Yeah.
I think you can only put it in for 10 minutes.
Okay, Kate just kind of looks at everyone and goes, or shakes out their backpack a little bit and takes out their bedroll and flings it open. Or we just put him in the person-sized bag I have.
That works too. That works too. I'm fine with anything. This is overcomplicating thing.
All right. So, Kaede.
I had the idea to say, what happens if I click this button and I went from 56 weight to 272 weight?
Did you clicked coin button, didn't you?
I did click the coin button. You
Yeah.
were correct.
Yeah. There's a reason why I don't count coin weight. Because otherwise it gets to be ridiculous. But yeah, so Kaede volunteers their bedroll to use as a way to conceal the fact that you are carrying the limp, unconscious body of one of Riddleport's crime lords on the back of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, in broad daylight, mind you, it's early afternoon. So
don't worry, I'll put anyone to sleep who gets in our way.
So yeah, you all go ahead. I want everybody to roll a bluff check to kind of just
Can I
appear
use my
like
wrist-
nothing is
my
wrong
wrist-
while you're
Hey.
ferrying
Hey.
this body. Can you
Alright,
what?
Did I already use these?
No, you haven't used these today. You can use them.
Alright, so I get a
Alright,
plus.
I'm gonna ask someone to roll for
Oh, wait.
me because I am grabbing medicine
I
for
got
my
it. I will
migraine.
do the thing.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm 6th level now. Right?
What?
Eight.
I'm at
You're
8th level.
you're 8th level.
What can I do at 8th level?
You can use them
Oh,
twice per day.
Twice a day. Oh, cool. So I'll use it for once for the bluff check. So it's a +4 on the bluff. I didn't need it, but it's fine.
29. All right, so I suppose I should make a check for Oric as well since he's with you. Let's see here. Oric has. Oh, his bluff check is not good. But let's see what comes up. That is hysterical. It's not going to fuck you up because there were a lot of good rolls, but he rolled a natural 1 for a total of 0.
Bruh.
Good thing he's not doing anything.
Yeah. So with was it 4 rolls that were above 20? Yeah. That'll be good enough. You guys don't really let on that you're doing what you're doing. The body is pretty well hidden, and aside from, you know, the typical weird looks that you would get because you have a dinosaur with you, no one really asks you any questions because, you know, it's Riddleport.
Perfect.
So you make your way back to Ursulin's home with the body in tow. And yeah, you arrive, and what are you doing from here?
Question. If I get rid of my leather armor, my AC goes down to 2? My plus AC, I mean, goes down to 2, but I get my nimble thing, right?
You get nimble no matter what.
Or what's the
That's-
one that I need for a weight thing?
What?
Something is affected by weight. I just forget which one.
Well, yeah, your armor is.
He's gonna offer to wake them up by biting them.
Okay.
Because I distinctly recall people yelling at Kaede for not doing more vampire things. And Kaede saying that in character sarcastically.
Okay.
Check penalty. I was going for my weight. Ugh.
Well,
Who wants my War Razor? I don't want it anymore.
+1 War Razor up for grabs.
Edge will just hold on to it then if nobody else.
Okay, you can have it. It's just that. It's just that. I don't want it anymore. I have bullets. I don't want to resort to stabbing. I've got bullets. I have to resort to stab.
So yeah, this is this War Razor. It's like a crude looking, almost like a short sword, but it feels very
Where did I
light.
got that from? Oh yeah, I gotta go find that list of shit that you sent.
You took it off
For that
Aldern, I
office
think.
manual.
I think that
Yeah, I took it off Aldern. I just gotta copy and
It's
paste it.
basically like the cleaver from Bloodborne almost, correct? Like it's just like this neuron.
Kinda.
Slash-
Kinda, yeah, like, oh, never mind. I thought there was an entry in the game files for it, but I guess there isn't. But yeah, so if someone wants to, well, let's see, non-lethal damage would heal at, I think it's 1 point per hour. So yeah, unless someone is actually going to be healing him,
Something.
you guys are going to be waiting a bit for him to heal off enough
I'll heal him.
non-lethal to wake up. Okay.
That's the stuff that's in the
Yeah,
back,
that-
my back holding right now. I just don't know their weights.
Don't worry about that right now. I'll put those when
Okay.
they're identified.
I will make a heal check for him. Is that what I have to do? Heal, right?
No, you gotta. I'm talking like an actual, like, expenditure of a spell or a potion. Like a heal check doesn't heal hit points. Heal check is
I
for
would
like stabilizing and.
I could use a heal kit.
Not
Heal
that works,
heals
'cause I only
maybe,
have
or
Healer's
I only have
kit.
stabilize and bleed.
Healer's kit could work. Let me double check.
still got 7 out of 10.
Healer's kit. Let's see here. Kit healers. Yeah, no, a healer's kit only gives you a +2 on heal checks. It doesn't.
Unfortunate. Well, lay on hands it is then if you want to wake this guy up. Or okay, that works too.
All right, so Dino uses a Cure Light Wounds. He heals 16 hit points. And the man comes to. And
I'm gonna be stealthily standing behind him, or like crouching right behind him. So like he's sitting up, I would assume. So we have him like tied up, so he's like facing us, but like can't do anything.
Mhm.
And I'm behind him, crouched, and trying to not be noticed.
Edge do the exact opposite and start and just literally dunk do what he does best. Do what he does best. Grab a pail of water and just wake him up with it. Right in the
Okay.
face.
So yeah, Edge goes and finds a bucket and finds a water source, and it takes a couple minutes, but he comes back with some water and just yeets it into the man's face, and he's awake. He opens his eyes and looks at everyone, all you surrounding him, and he actually says nothing. He's kind of just slowly letting his eyes meet all of yours in turn, and he just sits there silent.
Edge will stare at him down for a second and just ask him, "Do you know who we are?"
I got it.
He says, "I don't know who any of you are."
Do you recognize this house?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Hmm.
What do you
That's
do
weird.
in the Church of Sanric?
He gets stuck on the questioning from Ursuline, and he says, "Listen, we're in Brittleport. Lots of houses look like shit."
Well, this house didn't used to look like shit.
Yeah, maybe when it was first built.
No, about like how old was I when it was ransacked? 14. So how old was it? About 10 years ago, it wasn't.
Well,
Kid just says
again,
from behind him and says, "Yeah, if you think about it, 10 years might be a long time." And that's like right next to his ear now. And I don't know if he knows beforehand.
Should I give more details to help you remember?
you can try.
Let's see. 10 years ago, you decided to kill my uncle, and then you ransacked my house and took most of what was valuable, and you also killed my aunt. Do you want to know names?
I never care to know the names of those that my men and I deal with.
Is that how it is?
That's business.
Yeah. I'll pull off one of your toenails now.
Actually, not quite yet.
Well, just one. Just one, please. Just one. I'll do the
If
pinky
he
toe.
doesn't answer the question, then and trust me, you'll want to. He looks at Ezrealin. Can I do an intimidation?
Yeah.
Not just trust me. There's a reason for this, and
Yeah.
you're like,
do what you gotta do.
Are you
oh, come
intimidating
on.
me?
Now, well, I was just trying to be generally intimidating, but fuck, whatever. Never mind.
Okay, alright, I wanna try and intimidate you back. Hold on.
Well, no. It wasn't about you specifically. It was just he's going to say something rather sinister.
Oh. You can you can try and say it to me.
All
And
right.
then I'll try and say it better.
All right. I was about to say. Okay, then you say, "Trust me, this will be more interesting."
The man looks towards Edge and he says, "You know, for the way you look, you're not very scary."
I push Edge to the side and say, you know what would be more interesting? If I rip out all your toenails and fingernails and I take a couple teeth with me for the road for what you've done to my family.
While Ezralin is
I'm just
saying
gonna
that,
intimidate him.
Go ahead, roll
Yeah,
intimidate.
What the fuck is intimidate? It's alphabetical. There it is. Oh.
14.
Well, I was gonna
Well,
say.
I'm also if I exceed the DC, I get the ability thing, but it doesn't really matter.
Well, you know, I was gonna say while she's saying that, Edge discreetly casts confess.
Okay. So I have.
In order to help out with Ezralin's sort of interrogation.
Oh my god, you've added like every fucking spell in existence to your sheet.
Hey, well, I'm not done yet, but I mean,
What?
you said everything. So, because
How many
paladins,
spells does he know?
Well, a paladin can know all of their spells. They just have to prepare them ahead of time.
Mm.
The only one I don't know is Blessed Weapon yet, because we were still trying to figure out, is that domain specific
Okay.
or...
Yeah, I still gotta look into that. All right, so
look at Discord so I can show you what my cat's doing.
confess. Okay, so go ahead and ask your question.
Right. So now, yeah. So while she's doing her thing, Edge will
Your
ask one
cat's
more time.
adorable.
What were you doing in the Church of Sarenrae? What activities were you and your gang up to? If he does not answer this, he's going to be in for a rough time.
What's your caster level?
Let me
5. It's his level. Paladins are at their level -3 for casting.
Yeah, sorry.
Because they're like half casters.
That said, my charisma is still pretty high, so.
Yeah. Saving throw is a 25. So.
Oh, they do a saving throw?
Yeah, it doesn't say there, but because something wasn't checked off, but I looked it up. It's a will save DC 15. So yeah, the magic travels to him through your question. He appears to be unaffected. He just says, why would I tell you anything? I don't know you. You don't belong here. And he's just gonna eat the damage. So roll 2d6 for me.
Is it 2d6?
Yeah, it's
2d6.
1d6.
Sickened.
Yeah. So well, no, successful save negates the sickening.
Oh, for 2 castles. Okay.
So that's gonna be 3 points of damage for not answering truthfully. But he doesn't seem to want to give that up. And you watch next to you as Auric is. You see that though Auric's sword, he has a bastard sword. It's sheathed on his side. His right hand's starting to twitch a little bit. He's growing impatient.
Edge will then turn to Ezra, then he basically say, "All right, now you can pull out a toenail."
So Kate's gonna bite him and try to combat and grapple him at the same time.
You're what?
You're using like your special bite thing.
Yeah.
All right. Do you need me to roll that, or I don't even see an attack
On
here
my way
for
back
it.
from migraine medicine.
let's see here. Fangs. Here we go. Okay, whenever you make a grapple. Okay, so you have to make the combat check to grapple him, and then you can bite him. So,
So then,
given his
And then the
compromised
combat
position, this probably won't be too
slow down
difficult.
because he's kind of tied up, or no?
Yeah, I mean, he's still tied up. So, again, a natural 20 anyway. So, yeah, Kaede easily. Kaede is very direct in this this instance. Well, okay, yeah. As a standard action, the Dampier can bite a. Okay, so I don't even need to do that. He was already bound, so yeah, you can just do that.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was trying to make sure I'm doing it right.
Your bite deals him another 2 points of damage. And yeah, even if he had designs of trying to score him away while bound, you are quick to end that idea as you latch onto him and suck his blood. Bleh.
Yeah, so Kade's essentially I'm gonna make him think he's being turned. Pretty much either going to die as my food or being turned into essentially one of my sires and being stuck with me.
Okay.
I'm bluffing that.
Okay, you're just gonna bluff. No spell. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
I was gonna say,
I'm gonna hypnotic stare.
Because if not, I would say use that 20 for that.
We don't do that here.
Okay.
You don't get to fucking move your natural 20 somewhere else. That's not how this game works.
Yep.
So 16. He doesn't know what to make of you just biting his neck. But you're not entirely sure that he's convinced that he's gonna turn.
Okay.
Yeah, can I just flip him now?
I mean, if you want to, sure. How do you want to go about doing this?
I'm just gonna. Well, what was the question that Edge really wanted him to ask?
What is he doing at the church?
Yeah, he asked him what he's doing at the mission.
I'm just gonna ask him again. Okay, can you just tell me what you're doing at the church?
He looks at you, and he just spits at you.
I'm just gonna sigh and just be like, okay, well, you kind of asked for this, and just go bop.
I mean, yeah, and he's considered helpless, so yeah, so you bop him, you actually brain him. He is now bleeding out of his head and bleeding out in general as he is back at 0.
I'm gonna go. I'm like, fuck, I overdid it.
I looked at her and I said,
Dino immediately stabilizes him.
No, I can stabilize him with a cantrip. You don't have to do that.
Well,
Actually,
Dino already did it, so.
Oh, okay.
Even
Kade's laughing and going, saying, "This is why I did the bites. They're small. Small ticks."
Oh, okay. So in that case, with Dino's heal skill, having 5 ranks, yeah, so he's gonna recover some hit points.
I'm just gonna look at the butt of my pistol, which is now fucking bloody, and be like, shit.
So he's awake again, and seemingly more healthy than when you hit him.
So you want to try that again, Avery?
He says, "Sure." Spits at you again.
I love this.
Again, it's an auto crit, so he goes out again. Dino heals him again. So he stays awake. Though he is now pretty concussed.
I'm almost out of grit points.
Okay.
Wait, I'm knocking him to 0. Do I get my grit points?
No, because you didn't kill him.
Oh, okay. So I'm down to 1 grit point.
Kate's looking at her and going, maybe not the best. Maybe not. looking and looking down myself. That's a lot of blood I'm covered in.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. Why didn't I see this?
Yeah,
It's not on my. It's not
like
on my sheet, but hold on.
Kate's fangs have blood on them. The butt of Ursulin's pepper box has blood on it. Dino might have blood on him from healing him. I don't know. Like,
Paladins can cast Zone of Truth.
Isn't that a save?
they can, but did you prepare it?
I thought you said that Paladins don't need to prepare.
No, they do. Paladins have access to all of their spells, but they have to prepare.
Oh, son of
How
a
many
bitch.
spells do you get?
How
So
many do I
he added
get?
all
One
those to
per
his list
day
and
is
then never
2.
actually chose which ones.
I just realized I could have bungled him the first time you did that one spell.
Also, Zone of Truth is a second level, and oh yeah, you do have 2 uses. So yeah.
After using what's it called, Confess, I can use that this time.
Okay, do you wanna confess again? Because I'll bungle him.
I think Zone of Truth would be better. We'll get an actual answer out of him.
Okay.
Wait, doesn't somebody else in our party also have Zone
Does
of Truth?
Zone of Truth have a DC save?
Wistfully goes, I wish I did.
Nobody else in the party currently is able to cast Zone of Truth. Ursulin could take it with one more witch level, but
Oh,
that's
That
one more
means
does
witch
it
level.
require a
Happening.
DC save or no?
Yeah, it's a will saving throw.
Oh, is that a,
I'll
I
do
have
this
not
after.
experienced them.
is that a check that requires a D20?
It is, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bungle him.
But again, if no one has the spell prepared
I'm
or
gonna bungle him
otherwise,
just in case.
But
you're gonna
so
bungle
yeah,
him anyway. All right.
I'm
I didn't have
bungle
any
him.
of my.
So,
All right. Well, he gets a will save against that effect first.
and he's
I'm just
under.
remembering.
What did I roll for his will save before? Okay, I rolled that, and it's what 14. Okay. It's a 9, fails, so he is bungled.
You be bunglified.
I'm almost done. Give me a second. Just gotta put the last thing.
If you're entering Zone of Truth, I have it in front of me, so yeah, I mean it's.
Well, either way, just so that the audience can see.
Oh well, yeah. Then of course, let's let our wonderful audience of 3.
Yeah.
I know those people.
What's
At the
that?
very least, it's on the. Oops, shoot, sorry. I was trying
We
to
thank
prepare.
you for being here, by the way. Of course, I don't want to sound condescending because I don't intend on sounding like that.
We are happy that you are here.
Very
You
happy
should
that you're
also
here.
tell your friends about us.
Yes.
Spread the love. Tell them how awesome we are.
Yes,
Or
I have
just-
Zone of Truth
I think we got a
back
new
in.
follower recently too. Who we got? Like,
Great.
Kim,
But
2 of the viewers are you and me. Oh,
Mm.
okay. I'm in it just to
All
give
right.
Tim that average of 3 viewers.
So yeah, Zone of Truth, saving throw with a bungle.
Hold on,
This is gonna be a really funny roll.
Just watch them get a crit success.
I took throw
Oh,
shaping
even
roll.
if it's a -20.
So it was a 15 on the D20 roll for a total of 1. He had has a +6 will save, so that becomes a -14. So yeah, total of 1. So Zone of Truth works. So he cannot speak any deliberate and intentional lies.
Sweet.
Now, granted, neither can any of you unless you want to be able to lie, in which case you need to roll a will save.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll will save. Just give me a second.
Why do you want to lie?
Am I affected by my own spell?
You are not.
Nice.
Yo, all these liars in our group. Oh my god. You know, I'm gonna do it just in case. Just in case something comes up. I just made it, I think. Right?
Yeah. You made it. Yeah, it should be a DC. He's not checked off again, but it should be a DC of 15.
And I suck as a spellcaster.
I can't lie.
Now you can't lie, but you also the thing with Zone of Truth that's the nice balancing point of it from my perspective right now is that you are not compelled to answer. You just simply can't lie if you do choose to answer.
Okay,
So
great.
So I imagine you're posing the same question to him. He sees, your magic go off. And he stays quiet for the moment. But he roll sense motive actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I also roll it?
Yeah, I mean you're all looking at him. So okay. Oof.
I'm clouded by anger.
So, Edge and Dino, it becomes readily apparent to you that he is
I'm doing nothing.
very deep in thought. The gears are turning. He seems like he seems like he knows that something's up, and he is trying to choose his words carefully. But he remains silent for the moment.
Edge looks at Dino, and he just looks at Chomper, and he basically says, and sort of suggests that, can we perchance include your friend in this?
You're talking to Dino?
Yes.
Okay.
He's basically suggesting can Chomper basically bite his leg off.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, he'll just say it. Since no one responded, he says, I want you to...
All right. Well, what say you, Dino? Is he muted?
I think he might have mic problems again.
Oh no, he just dropped from the call. Now he's back.
Oh.
Okay, hi.
Alright, my bad. I don't know what's going on with my thing.
All right,
Anyway,
yeah.
what do you want me to do?
Edge wants Dino to ask if Chopper will very gladly bite his leg off. Not Edge's leg, the Avery's.
You got it. Okay, Chomper is going to power attack, because why not? I will give him guidance.
Keep in mind that this man is bound and this is a coup de grace. So
relax. Chomper can make sure it's non-lethal.
Okay.
And Hablushki.
I have no idea how that will work, but okay.
All right, well, you're rolling damage again, because again, coup de grace.
And non-lethal, Hablushki.
Okay, so yeah, 66 points of non-lethal damage. He is very much unconscious again.
Can I just stabilize him? Just think, oh no, he's not lethal.
Keep
So
in
he's
mind,
not
like
dead.
if I do it with my heal check, I can get him up and make him actually wake up.
Can I just say something here? No point. You guys are wasting resources. I just literally have to poke him, and he will come back.
Well, yeah, you stabilize it, doesn't bring him back.
Yeah.
All
fair enough.
I have to do
also
is
have
roll
that,
for
so I
heal.
mean,
Yeah, that too. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
So, God, how do I calculate this? All right. So yeah, Dino. It takes you a few rounds of doing this to actually, get him to wake up again. But after a couple moments where some of you may have thought that you lost him, he comes to again.
As that happens, please explain what happens with Chomper's new Chomper with all that sweet damage.
Well, see, this is why, man, like you gotta. I don't know how you make a large Tyrannosaurus biting this man when he's got metal jaws. I don't know how you make that non-lethal, But
I don't know, -2 and make it non-lethal.
Chomper finds a way, I guess, as he just
Okay,
Takes his leg off.
Cade looks at everyone and goes, "I got this." Takes the rope and
Well, no, you
turns
can't
his
make it
leg.
non-lethal and bite his leg off. That's no.
Okay, fair enough. If he wants
I
to
mean,
make
it's
it
Alright, fine.
non-lethal,
I'm going to
No,
ruin
okay.
his leg so he can't use it anymore.
Well, that's my
fair
point.
enough.
I'm trying to
That-
get it.
that's-
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
and you make
finish
sure
this off.
to crush the leg that was good, because remember, he was already walking with a pretty serious limp.
Oh wow, yeah.
Chomp the good leg.
Yeah, so he does.
That's a noise, but by this, I'm just gonna drench him.
Okay.
That's like
Yeah.
bucket.
Okay. Yep. Honestly, kind of wish you used that earlier, but I guess I had the bucket, so.
It's just like y'all are taking too long. Drench.
Okay, so Cat's rain cloud does its thing, and like I said, he was already waking up thanks to Dino spending some time on the actual healing. But again, his other leg is now crushed, and he already wasn't going anywhere, but now he's really not going anywhere.
How does he react to this news of realizing that he's basically now a cripple?
He is in a lot of pain. Just
Okay,
an immense amount of pain. He is screaming now at the top of his lungs.
Okay, I figured as much. Yeah, this is what he wanted. So now he's actually going to now grab him by the cheeky weekies. And look at
Let's go. Oh, good, you're awake.
Yeah, and Edge is going to just stare him down and basically say, "Thought you could handle this, didn't you? I guess you're having second thoughts now."
No, the end game was always for you to just kill me.
Motherfucker. Whose?
Oric speaks up, and he actually sort of like taps you, Edge, and sort of like leans in, and he says, "Don't you think it's strange that he just wants us to kill him? Like this guy's a crime lord."
Can I hold on? Wait. Oh shit. Let me check my other spells. Can I check terms first? Oh, does this
I will
feel
perception
like?
to see if I
Do
hear
you
that.
remember when we?
I also remember when we go Daft Punk.
One more time. I mean, Oric's not really trying to be that quiet. He's just
In that case,
speaking.
can I roll sense motive to see if there's I can see any reason why he wants to die instead of like at least trying to get out?
Sure.
Am I still
Guidance. Damn it.
11, you're not sure.
Chomper, what do you think? 22. What does Chomper think?
Chopper thinks his leg was very tasty.
God damn it, Chomper, stay focused.
Kaede kind of gets the same feeling as Oric. Like this is weird that he would just choose death as opposed to, like, you know, threatening to send his men after you guys or using some other way of getting out of the situation or trying to bargain with you guys. It seems weird.
Which is why Edge is also curious. Is this when we were back at what's it called? Back with the justice. Is this sort of like a similar situation to that? Does it feel like it? Yeah, okay, people hear me?
Yeah, I mean,
I can hear you.
you could probably draw a couple parallels to that. Yeah.
We do have someone with detect magic, so maybe we can sense if he was affected by a spell or not.
Right.
Yeah, you could do that.
Drag.
Rob.
I'm gonna look at him and just quietly and nicely, like, and calmly look at him and just say, so, if you're meant to die, what's the rest of the plan? What's the harm in telling us?
Sorry, I missed a part of that.
He's also under my hypnotic stare. He should be anyway.
Yeah, he is.
Um,
Let me
okay,
just put the icon for that.
I gave him a suggestion. I was like, since it seems like you want to die anyway, what's the harm in telling us what the actual plan is for, well, after that happens? Why are you holding us up here? What's actually happening? If you were resigned to death, then can I at least give you either an option of life or a death you want? If you just give us this information?
He
Could
just
fix that leg.
he just says, no matter what, someone will take my place. And as far
That's true.
and as far as what I want, I'm tired of this questioning. Just give me a weapon, I'll do it myself.
That's like, nope.
Okay, this is
Cade hands
concerning.
him
We've
one.
heard this speech before.
Cade hands him one, but before releasing the actual weapon, and looks at him and goes, "Can you at least tell us a bit more? I'll let you do it."
Are you one of the 7?
That is a 14 on the saving throw, which is a failure. To Edge's question, he looks over and says, I don't know what you're talking about.
I look at Edge and I say, I doubt that the 7 would be in Riddleport. Riddleport has their own rules.
To Cade's suggestion spell and question, he just says, listen, smuggling, black market, just standard Riddleport stuff. We needed... the operation was growing. We needed a place to use this for some extra storage. An old broken down temple, perfect for that.
I also didn't cast hypnotism. I actually
What does the blind drunk priest care if we're in there doing stuff? He doesn't know any better.
Cade just kind of.
So you have
pauses for a second.
absolutely, you don't see any issues with what you did. None at all.
Of course he doesn't.
Dude, he's a
Wait,
crime
he's
lord.
under zone of truth, right? Cool. Are you a complete psychopath?
Hold on.
No, he's not.
Yeah, Zone of Truth is probably still in effect, but he's not obligated to answer you.
Take your silence as a yes.
All I know is I just want to. I'm gonna whisper something.
He looks at Kat and he says, "What do you want from me? I'm a crime lord."
Cade kind of shrugs and goes, "You know what? He's got a point." And then releases the weapon. Like, it's literally a tiny little dagger that he can, like, and I have it pressed up against his heart for him, but I put his hand on it with my hand over it.
Hold on. Before we do anything, she's like, you know what I want from you? I want you to tell me everything you know. And maybe, just maybe, you might get something out of it.
Hope that hypnotism works.
Are you trying to, like, seduce him?
A little bit, yes.
He says nothing, but you have his attention.
Cade just kind of rolls their eyes and sits back and pulls the dagger back and goes.
He actually reaches and grabs Cade's wrist. He can't do that. He's bound. He tries to, like, reach with his tied wrists and grab Cade's wrist with the dagger.
No. No hands. We're talking.
Look, my
Eyes on me.
friends.
I'm
Eyes on me.
listening, kid.
Okay?
He got that.
The rest of them, we work as a team. But you, eyes on me, okay? I'm the one that you're going to be talking to. I'm the one who might be able to help you here.
Again, says nothing, but is looking at you intently.
So what is it that you desire? What can I do to help make this worthwhile for all of us? I can't guarantee that I'll deliver. I am stuck in this truth-telling nonsense, same as you. So I can't lie right now. You have no reason not to trust me. I mean, either you trust me and maybe you live, or you don't trust me and you die, or you do trust me and I somehow am lying and I kill you and you die. You've got nothing to lose here. These are your options.
He says, the only thing I want from you and the rest of these mongrels is for you all to fuck off and leave me here to die.
Oh, you wanted to fuck? That's something I could definitely deliver. But I'll have you know. But I'll have you know I could be a very naughty mistress. And yes, at this point, by the way, out of character, at this point, Kat is 100% trolling him.
He's just sitting
He
there
looks
really sad,
towards
twirling the dagger.
Yeah, he looks towards Kaede and he's like, you just do it already.
No,
no, you're mine now.
No.
I get to have my fun now.
Okay, just
Unless you tell me what you want, in which case, yeah, we'll just kill you. Or, you know, you be my toy. Your choice.
He says nothing.
It's been a while. You know that?
Ed just sort of pushes Kate aside and just sort of stands in front of the river and just be like, you've seen my party. You know how these people are like now. Do you really want to continue this? I promise you, we will not kill you. This will be the rest of your existence if you do not tell me what I want to know.
He says, I've made it
Pat's
perfectly
literally
clear.
just gonna go to Edge and go, oh, are you giving me a slave boy?
He says, I've been perfectly clear with what I want.
Wait, what?
Really, this isn't really about what you want. Tell us what we want to know.
I never not stab people when I
Just
tell
get it
them
over
I'll
with
let them
already.
stab.
You've tried
It's
your
really
magic, you've
sad.
tried your charms, you've tried, and here I sit.
Maybe I have something.
Go for it. Just don't kill him.
He speaks. Yeah, 1 point of electricity damage.
That's the reason why I chose that one.
I asked him if he knows anything about Azathoth.
I have tincture of devil's root I can use.
Oh, I just realized I have bullets I can use. Oh my god.
Wow, a gunslinger who realized she has bullets. Oh my god.
I finally started using magic again, and our gunslinger forgot she had bullets.
Yay, magic.
Yay,
All right.
bullets.
So I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna be like, "Do you know what hell looks like? You ever actually seen it?"
He says, I think I'm looking at it right now.
You might be.
Or hell? Oh, honey, we're nothing.
Speak for yourself.
Kate just kind of raises a little finger and goes, I kind of
Someone
Kate,
hold his
not
mouth
right now.
open.
Not right
Kate
now.
just does that. Kate just grabs him and like. Tied, but I'm breaking the bonds on his wrist and holding his arms backwards with my arms. So like there's like in a very like twisted way behind his back with me using my full strength to hold him, and his legs are still bound. So he's pretty.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's gonna fight you.
As you as you cut the bonds on his wrists, Auric begins to grip the hilt of his sword, which remains sheathed on his side. But
Wait, why'd you cut the bonds?
I ripped his arms behind, like I broke them as I was pulling his hands behind his back, so you could literally tilt his head back and drug him, because he's literally bound
yeah, like he's
hands
still.
and wrists to his ankles. The only way you're gonna be able to actually make him swallow anything is if we can tilt his head back and his body back and his throat not be bent forward. So I literally broke the bonds on his wrist to hold his arms behind his back, with me literally bracing him, and so he's tilted backwards and his ankles are still bound. So like he can't actually move his arms, and you can just force a drug down his throat now.
All right, yeah, make a heal check.
Let's do a CMB if you want.
Guidance.
With Cade's assistance, so both of you roll.
Deal?
I'm making a heal check.
Yeah, both of you are.
Okay.
To administer this tincture.
I've been waiting to see what this does.
So I look at everyone and I go, so he's a write-off at this point, right? Like, this is just guinea pig possession at this point? Kate's just kind of looking around as they're holding them.
I shrug. Pretty much. We got time.
Kate just kind of grins and just taps on his shoulder and goes, so, you get what you want, buddy. I say in his ear as I tilt his head back so he doesn't get drugged by Dream.
So, yeah, the administration of this devil root tincture is successful.
I gave him like 2 doses.
2 doses, okay. I'll whisper you what happens with that roll, Edge.
Okay.
So he you see him take like a deep breath and an even bigger exhale. His eyes kind of just go kind of just go dead for a moment almost. As he sees a hellscape in front of him, and it's a hellscape that includes you guys because this is his own personal hell right now. But yeah, there are demons flying around, and devils of all sizes, and hellfire and brimstone everywhere, and also you guys torturing him.
I did hellfire and myself. Thank you.
Are we like becoming evil alignment or?
No,
Doing this
Edge
for the
is-
greater good. It's
I mean, that's
Edge is
debatable.
Edge is still very much chaotic good, and this is part
Kate's
of
always
his
been
whole
this
thing.
kind of way, though.
I would say
She's just neutral. She just wants
Nothing
power.
worse than what the CIA does.
I would say the only person. Oh my God, Rob. I would say the only person whose alignment is probably not at risk here is Ursuline, given the history. But even that's getting iffy with the way this is going.
Oh, I haven't done anything bad besides pistol whip him almost to death twice.
and I've been healing him, so don't look at me.
To let him die again. So yeah, sure, that's great.
Healing is a good action. You can't change my mind.
So I hope he's hearing this conversation that we're just having soulfully in this hellscape, and it's just like echoey and weird because it's disassociating him from his body and what's actual reality. That's how I'm envisioning this.
Wait, do we actually see the hellscape, or is this on his head?
No. None of you see it.
he
It's
does.
him.
Saying
Because
in his mind,
he's the one on the
he's
drugs.
seeing us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's seeing us torture him in his hellscape, but then he's also in reality having us talk like this jovially around his like actual corporeal form. So like I'm in my mind envisioning him seeing us talking in his actual hellscape in his vision, and our second voice is layered over that in his mind, just making him be like, "What the fuck?"
What you guys see is his eyes slow, like very, very slowly, just grow continuously wider as he's experiencing this effect. After about a minute, you see tears starting to flow from both of his eyes. No like sobbing noises or anything, just waterworks
Tears.
going down his face. His nose begins to run. Um, he kind of like
Is he able to speak?
involuntarily like leans forward a little bit. He's attempting to speak, and nothing that's intelligible is coming out at the moment.
Yeah, she's like, is he? Okay, I'm a little concerned now. Is he okay?
You got to remember, he's totally like blacked out, like right now.
No,
From
Cat's
the
starting
drugs.
Kaede looks
to.
up.
Cat's starting to edge. Be like, okay, I'm a little concerned now. Is he okay?
Cat.
I don't want to
Cat.
actually kill the dude.
Oh, we're killing him. Kaede says, just deadpan, staring at Cat. He's dead. He's going to die. I made that promise to him.
Cat is actually a little bit stunned by Kaede being so blunt. It's like,
I've never let someone down with a promise of death. I am not going to let this man down either. I have tormented more people than I would like to say, and when they want it to end, and there's no more information to give,
He's
I make a
currently
promise,
like
I
blacked out.
keep
Everyone's
it.
arguing about it. Is that what's going on right now?
no,
He's in
Cat's
his
like, I'm a little
health
concerned. Is he okay? And
Oh,
Kate's
he's in a
like,
health state?
no, he's dying. And she's like, Cat's not used to Kaede being that blunt, so she's just like looking at her in stunned silence, like, and he goes, okay.
Can I look at Orc and ask him a question?
He's not really like making intelligible answers like we can understand, but you can ask.
Dream, do me a favor, roll a d6 for me.
Can I ask Orc a question?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at him. I'm gonna try and like whisper while everyone's like arguing about what to do. You're like, you think I should just kill him?
Not yet.
No, I'm whispering this to Orc because he and I know real Orc and how it works.
Damn. Alright. Well, maybe he'll be softened up after that.
Wait, hold on. Ed sort of stops for a second and looks around and just gets everybody to pause and time out. Is it possible for me to dispel all of my spells that I had right now, like Zone of Truth and such?
I don't.
Would have gone away by now, right?
Zone of. It depends how long. Zone of Truth is not dismissible.
It
So
has a minute duration divided by level, it says.
yeah, so that would be caster level, so it would last for 5 minutes.
Have 5 minutes gone by?
I would say it's close to ending.
Edge is going to actually look at Auric.
Well, I'm asking Orc a question.
Well, he's going to actually say, "Watch him," and he's going to actually pull the party aside for a moment.
Well, can I get an answer from Orc?
Yeah, you were asking Auric. You were asking Auric whether or not you should just kill him. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, and this is happening while Kaede and Cat.
Auric just looks at you. Auric looks at you and he says, "I mean, I would, but he hasn't done anything to me. He's done stuff to you."
I'm gonna go talk to Desmond.
Auric just says, "You know, I have no reason to show any loyalty or anything to this guy."
I'm gonna say real quick to everyone that the visions are gonna last about an hour, and I'm gonna step out and see if I can buy anything more interesting.
Well, Edge wants to do a group meeting really fast.
Wild card at his best.
Yeah, let's do the huddle first, and then I'll get to what you just whispered me.
Okay.
Right. So Edge sort of like gets him to the other room while Auric is busy minding Avery. He sort of like looks very confused about what's going on, and he just sort of looks at the party and he's like, "Something's not right here. We've tried literally every possible method in order to crack him. All of these should have worked in some capacity. There's something wrong here. We're not looking at this laterally.
Well, Ed, you got two options. You can either figure out exactly what's up with them, maybe a spell like a justice, or maybe he's just one of those people that needs a little bit longer than 5 minutes to crack.
I
Some people
feel like
take days,
it's the latter.
weeks, hell, some take months, but we'll get an answer eventually. So if he has anything useful, then I say keep torturing him. If not, then just kill him. I really don't care.
Edge will just ask the party to stay right here really quick while he does something really fast. Like 3 seconds, just in and out, alright?
Okay.
He's just gonna go back into the room with Avery and just ask him one last question before we can
But
do whatever the heck we
Avery's
want.
still kind of in his drug-induced state.
Can I
Oh,
use
he
its
is?
motive to see if you're trying to
Yeah.
kill him or not? Because that's really all I'm
Go ahead,
concerned about.
go ahead.
Guidance, Hablushki.
I'll tell you right now, he has no plans of doing it regardless.
Okay. So.
Alright, no killing, then I don't care. Go
So then,
ahead.
yeah, you take Edge for his word when he says that.
Is he still completely
Yeah,
zoned
he's
out?
still drug-induced.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, for a little while longer. If you want to wait it out, you can wait it out.
Edge will wait it out then.
All right. So in the meantime, Ursula, give me a religion check
Gotcha.
for what you whispered me.
I'm not trained in it. Is that okay?
Doesn't matter for this.
Yay, 22. That's an 18, an 19.
You get real close to your cat.
What I'm gonna do is I'm like take it off my shoulders and hold it by like underneath its, like, you know when you pick up a cat and you're just like looking at it. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You sort of call out, whether discreetly or otherwise.
I'm trying to do it discreetly. I'll go into like a separate room and do it.
Okay, so yeah, you do that. You attempt to communicate with Desna by way of your cat.
Yes.
You don't hear anything, but you do see a butterfly land on the windowsill.
Oh, I guess I'll go open the window and let the butterfly in.
Okay. It flies in, circles for a bit, lands on your shoulder.
I'm just gonna like sit down and be like, okay, so here's the deal. You know my history with Avery. Well, he wants us to kill him, but I don't know if I should. I mean, there's the gratification that I will get because, you know, I'll do it to him what he's done to basically my family or the family that matters to me. But I feel like he's like killing him won't help. I'm
Can
kind
we
of
hear your conversation?
help. No, I'm in like a separate room. Like I went to one of the
Okay.
bedrooms after the huddle.
I just want to make clear. Okay.
The butterfly
You can make it land on the cat and make the cat talk if that's easier.
Well, the butterfly hops off of your shoulder, landing on the cat's tail. You hear a voice, sounds kind of far away and only for a couple of moments, and the voice just says, do what you must. I won't hold it against you.
Okay. My friends seem kind of on the board of just killing the guy, but I feel like he's hiding something, and that if we kill him, we'll never find out.
You might not.
could always take it up with Gaston. Gaston.
No one fights like Gaston.
Yeah, no, that's, I'm pretty sure that's literally what this character was created based off of. The crime lord, the overlord of Runelords.
I fucking love it either way.
Oh, the Overlord. Yeah, that's a different guy. That's
Yeah, Gaston is the
Cromarky. Yeah.
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 I was reading his name wrong, but I can always take it up with Gaston to figure out what Avery was doing. I just feel like this isn't killing him is not gonna fix anything except my grudge. Like,
You say that bad thing.
well, I mean, he must be hiding something. But Kat, you're not there. Shut up. Alright, and Arizona is just gonna say okay to Desna. Thank you for helping me, I guess. In whatever way that was helpful. And just open the window again for the butterfly to fly out. And I'll just sit and wait for everyone to like convene once Avery is kind of back here.
Okay. By this point, the butterfly has returned to your shoulder, and it seems intent on remaining with you as you proceed.
Oh, thank you. I guess if the butterfly's gonna remain with me, I will go back down to the group and be like, I'll say to the group, whoever's still there. I think Dream went off to go buy something. I'll say I think killing him is the right idea, but not right now because he's definitely not giving us the whole. I mean, like whatever is there, but like I feel like if we kill him now, we're missing out on something. But I mean, killing him is probably a good thing.
Couldn't
I
agree
said,
more.
okay.
Before we reach a decision, let's wait for the effects to wear off, see where he is, and then go from there.
All right,
If
so
he needs more torture, then so be it.
you guys wait around for probably like about a half hour longer.
Oh, do you want to do Dreams thing? You want to go out buy stuff?
Oh wait,
They're
yeah.
sitting in the corner, like just chowing on some rations, waiting, being like, "I said I'd kill him. I don't know how to handle this."
Wait, where did he say that?
What?
When did Dream say he wanted to go buy stuff? He said it in person, like.
Oh, so yeah. If Dream's just gonna go fuck off and go shopping while waiting, then then that's fine.
He's studied the effects a little bit, and he just said he's gonna go find something more interesting.
All right, so we can run that real quick. So Dream leaves and he heads a little bit to the west and comes across a pretty small looking shop that is very like plain and like nondescript. Like there's no like real like symbols above the doors or anything. It's just a sign with a name, and it's called the Root and Stem. And you walk in, and there is a young adult half elf woman who is sitting on top of a wine barrel, and she just she points over to her right towards this one shelf and just says, "This is all I got right now. Let me know if you need anything."
All right.
So there are 10 vials on this shelf. All of them are labeled, so easy enough to know what they are. 2 of them are oils. One is an oil of disguise weapon. Another is an oil of continual flame. And the rest are potions. There is a potion of invisibility, a potion of dark whispers, a potion of slipstream, a potion of protection from fire, a potion of non-detection, potion of dispel magic, potion of fly, and a potion of burrow.
What does Dark Whispers do?
Dark Whispers. So, Dark Whispers, you communicate through the shadows of one or more targets within range. The shadows have no physical presence and don't move or animate. Instead, your words emerge from the shadow as a clear whisper, absent of any accent or other identifying features. The targets of the spell, which in this case would be you because it's a potion, you can make conversation with the shadow, but you must speak out loud in order to do so. I guess. Let me see. What does it actually do? As a spell. It says the target's voices emerge from your own shadow only when they intend to speak to the shadow, but you hear no other sounds from the target's immediate area. The responses also emerge as clear whispers, absent identifying features, but you can instinctively identify which target is speaking to you through the shadow. Once the spell has been cast, you don't need to have line of effect to the targets or their shadows to communicate back and forth. Oh, alright, so yeah, you can talk to people's shadows. The spell can be silenced, but again, any communication is out loud, so it can be heard by other creatures who are around. But yeah, you can talk to shadows. That's what that does.
And there's Slipstream, you said?
Slipstream, yeah. That one is. Let me look that up. You create a low cresting wave of water that carries a target creature. So again, it would be you along the surface of water or on the ground. While moving across level ground, your speed would increase by 10 feet. If you are going downhill, your speed increases by 20 feet, and the spell provides no bonus when going uphill. While swimming, your speed is increased by 20 feet. If you don't have a swim speed, your swim speed becomes 20 feet. So it's move and swim faster. For 10 minutes per level, and this is a second level spell at the minimum caster level, so it would be 30 minutes you'd have this effect.
And what were the other ones?
Invisibility potion, protection from fire, non-detection, dispel magic, fly, and burrow.
I'll take a protection from fire, definitely.
Okay. That one has a price tag of 750 gold.
Sheesh.
It is a third level spell.
And what were the oils again?
Okay, so the oils are an oil of disguised weapon, which is applied to a weapon directly. And then an oil of continual flame, which let's see here. Flame equivalent in brightness to a torch springs forth from an object that you touch. So whatever the oil is applied to. The effect looks like a regular flame, but it creates no heat and doesn't use oxygen. A continual flame can be covered and hidden, but not smothered or quenched. It's a permanent spell.
So it's just permanently on fire, the thing?
Yeah, unless someone were to dispel it or cast darkness on it, like magical darkness or anything of that nature, yeah, it's permanent.
Yeah, I'll take that. That sounds cool.
All right, so that's going to be another 50. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. That one is 300.
Alright, and then, I'm gonna look at the shopkeeper. Say, you got anything under the counter?
Okay, so let's roll a D100 then. She looks at you and she's just like, who wants to know?
Just a traveling shaman looking for new and interesting experiences and bringing large sums of gold.
Now you're talking my language. She pulls out two items. One is a small vial that's filled with a white powdery substance, and the other vial is something that you're already familiar with. She has Sanish.
Ooh.
The other one, it looks like sharp sugar, but you're not 100% sure that that's what it is.
So, nature?
Yeah, nature. Yeah, this is not in fact sharp sugar. This is its distant cousin Sleepy Salt.
I like that.
Sleepy Salt gives you the following.
I love when Dream gets his like fun little
That's
potions.
awesome. Yeah, I'll take
She just
You always
says
come up with the best stuff too.
she just says very good. So the protection from fire potion, the continual flame, and the sleepy salt. Let's call it an even 1,000.
Sounds good to me. And if you keep the interesting stuff coming, I'll be back.
Duly noted. As you start walking towards the door, you hear her say, "I thought I was the only one that liked this stuff."
The universe is large and full of many characters.
Alright.
So yeah, you head on back, and you return to find everyone standing around the dude still, as the devil's root tincture is beginning to wear off.
Cade's just rocking back and forth in the corner, having like on the verge of a panic attack, going, "I didn't kill the guy like I said I would. I broke a promise. I don't know how to deal with this."
There are some promises that are okay to break, man.
That should be fine.
Yes, now that he's a bit more sentient now, Edge will walk up to them and basically look him down and look him up and down and basically ask, have you had enough yet?
I'd had enough a while ago. Still don't know why you haven't killed me yet.
Cade just
Oh, wait,
says, he starts crying in the corner.
Well, hold on, Edge.
They won't let me.
Edge is just.
Is he alive now?
Edge sort of hushes people up for a second, and he basically asks, "Is it just? Can you not say what we want to ask? Is this a matter of not? Can you physically? Are you bound by a spell? Is that what's going on here?"
Couldn't tell you.
I mean, if he was bound by a spell, how would he know?
Do you know the seven brothers?
He told us he doesn't.
Still have no idea what you're talking about.
Parallels are.
Is he
Keep
still
in
under the
mind
truth spell?
that this isn't a special spell just the brothers have. It's just a control person spell or something like that.
Can Dino cast detect magic on him?
Nope. Dream can.
Dream could.
Is Dream's on his way back? How long does it take him to get back?
Not long. The shop was close by.
All right, so as he walks in, he's just gonna say, "Can't you guys accept the fact that the man just might want to die?"
I know he wants to die, but the thing is, he might have
He's yelling in
information
the
that'll be
corner. I
helpful.
do.
Oh, Dream, you weren't here. Yeah. So killing him, you guys can kill him. I mean, I want to kill him, but like, I think it's like we're missing something.
There's an element here that is supernatural, I imagine. So that I strongly feel that this is not. Something is not right here. Despite our best efforts, it refuses to crack.
Okay, I'm gonna. So if I detect magic, I'm just gonna detect the truth spell also, right?
No,
So
that's long gone.
That's long gone. Okay.
Edge has dispelled any spells that he's already done, and by now, even the other things that we cast would have also gone.
Well, yeah, the Zone of Truth would have run its course like a while ago now. So
Yes.
yeah, it's
Okay. So wait, you dispelled everything already?
Yes.
no one's dispelled anything. Well, Edge's spells that he had cast have run out.
Okay, got it.
And that was yeah, because Zone of Truth only lasts 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean that's what I meant.
So yeah,
I'm gonna detect the magic.
okay. All right, so you detect magic and you begin to focus on your prisoner. There is a magical aura surrounding him. I have to look up exactly.
I had the spell slots, I would have used this, but I ran out. This should have been the first thing I did, damn it.
Relax, we can get our spell slots tomorrow, and by the time that rolls around, you can get your spells back. You don't have to kill them now.
I also need to re-prep spells, though. It sucks having only 2.
We can also do that at the beginning of every morning, alright? Relax.
Okay, I just have to look up a DC here.
Do not underestimate the power of 2 spells, man. 2 spells are amazing if you play them right.
All right. So make 2 checks for me. Make dream only for this one. Make a spellcraft check and a perception check.
Guidance to dream.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Back to back.
The wild card at his finest.
Indeed.
Wow, I did not expect that.
I was hoping for that. And boy, did you deliver.
So, as it turns out, the magical auras that are on him end up being a red herring as you search through the belongings that were never actually taken off of him because Ursula had found the chest instead and decided that was more pressing.
Wait,
Okay.
no, I thought I searched him too.
No, you began to, but then you saw the chest and you went for that instead.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I searched the entirety of him and the chest.
You
I
find
did that.
You find a few potions on him, as well as a dagger that has some magic within it. But the perception check is more what we're keying on here. You look real closely at him. His outfit, his features, and you wouldn't know what Avery Slag looks like from a hole in the wall, Jareem. But you have a hunch that this might not be him.
It's a double.
Oh God, what have we done?
I knew we were missing something.
Something's not right. Something just seems off to you. This feels more like it's just simply not him.
You're not Avery, are you?
It's
What
the
do you
only thing
mean?
that makes sense
Of course
to me.
I am.
You want to go back to hell?
You can spare me the drugs and just give me a bullet.
No, that's too easy.
Sorry, I'm the only one with bullets here, and if you're not really Avery Slag, you're not worth my bullets. I'm just saying.
At this point, Oric draws his sword and just says, "Oh, for fuck's sake, someone kill him already."
Could you chill out,
Jason.
Oric? Something's wrong here. We need
Can I
answers.
get? He's not the
Hold
real
up.
one. Okay,
Edge turns to Auric. Why are you so eager?
Because if this isn't him, and I've been roped into this fiasco to help her avenge her family, then damn it, I want to get out there and get to the bottom of this.
Can I sense motive?
And I'll do it myself if I have to, so you guys can go on your merry way, and I can contact you when I found something.
I mean, yeah, I mean...
Edge, Edge, you think he's very passionate about wanting to just wash his hands of this and move on. Kaede, you also pick up that while Oric might not know exactly how to go about tracking down the real Avery, he's a Riddleport native. He knows people that could be of service to that end. Dino, you, in addition to all of that other information, you know that Oric believes that he's being genuine about every word he's saying. He really does want to help, and he really does think that simple investigative work, that's something that he can do while you guys do your thing. And he's more than willing to reach out whenever he has a lead.
I just look at Oric and I say, okay, well, you can wash your hands of this. They'll probably kill him. Just, can you write me when you find the real one? Or send word to Sandpoint?
Oric thinks for a moment and he says, yeah, I think I still have a couple of friends in the Cypher Mages. They can send you a message, magically.
Sweet.
No paper trail. You know, Riddleport.
Even better. Well, you're more than welcome to either stab him and leave, or just leave. Your choice.
It's Edge is willing to just mercy kill him and just
I mean, I think for putting
guillotine.
Oric through all this trouble, we should just let Oric get the kill.
I don't think he wants to even do that. I think just let him go.
Oric.
Well, he drew his sword, so.
Oric.
Well, how about a multi-kill?
Oric
Kaede
lowers
gets
his
her
blade
kill, and so does Oric.
slightly. He relaxes slightly. And he looks at Ursula and he just says, if anyone's going to kill him, it should be her.
Fair enough.
That is fair.
But if you all insist on leaving me here with him, trust me, it'll get done.
Very well then.
And then
sort of pats him on the back, and then he's actually going to head out into the city.
yeah, and
He's bothered by things.
Oric looks deep into the eyes of this man, and he says, "And you're not gonna like it."
Well,
Oh
or
dear.
feel free to stay at this house while, because we're probably gonna move on from Middleport soon, but we'll come back. This house is, I guess, now yours. You can just use it as your base if you want. That way you don't have to pay the inn prices because they're fucking expensive.
He looks down at his feet for a moment, not really sure what to say. He looks back up and he just says, "Well, that's very kind of you."
Ursula, wait, we have a house here. Why? Wait, we're going back to Sandpoint.
I mean, well, unless you want to stay until Oric finds the real Avery. I mean, even I can help with that.
I'm fine with either. I just was like, you have a home.
Oh yeah, and then I'm pretty sure on my character I have like a little thing that attaches to my thigh that's like a little cylinder thing that I keep blueprints in. So in response to you coming to the realization that I have a whole house, I pull out the deed to the house and I'm like, yeah, see.
Oric
You have a house.
Oric speaks up and he says, "Well, anyone who survived, I assume it would just be the guy that
They ran away, yeah.
Yeah, I heard a window shatter. I don't know. I can only assume that someone fled. But word's
Tracking that guy down.
word's gonna get back to Avery quick if it hasn't already that this happened. So I don't want to sound too negative or disappoint you all, but he's gonna be laying low for a while. It's gonna be tough to find him. But again, I've got friends in the city. My old man is still around. If he can ever see some sense, I don't know why he ever bought that casino, but that's something. That's something for me to look into.
Casino.
Yeah, he bought
That
the
sounds
old.
like fun.
He bought the old the Gold Goblin Gambling Hall.
Oh, he bought that? Oh my god.
Yeah, one of the first things I heard when I got back. Not from him. Not from him, of course.
Is it doing well, or is it just like not doing well?
From what I was told, my old man said he's gonna fix the place up. Get some new help in there. Really make it stand out. I don't believe a word of it, if I'm being honest with you. That place was that place was a shithole before, and it'll probably still be a shithole tomorrow.
Pretty sure my dad.
I hate to interrupt, but I'll be right back. I have to go deal with something, but I'll be back soon.
Yeah, no problem. Real life comes first. Go ahead.
Real life first, fantasy world second.
Edge just sort of chimed in really quickly for a moment, and he sort of to Oric, and he basically asks them, keep in touch with the missionary. We still never contacted Jonas after the incident. I have questions for him as well. Perhaps he may know more about the location of the real Avery.
Well,
he seemed keen on establishing new management.
I'm not so sure that Jonas wasn't playing both sides himself, but from what I remember of Jonas, he seemed like someone who would help you as long as it stood to benefit him as well. Now, I don't know what kind of thing he had going on with Father Patrick, but I can't imagine that was something that, I don't know, it's so confusing.
Keep a close eye on them.
I just don't
anything you find.
I don't know how that would have benefited him, but also, Jonas is he's not the worst person. Maybe he was just doing it out of the goodness of his heart. Anyway, I'm thinking out loud too much. I'll see what I can find, and I'll send word as soon as I'm able.
And Oric, don't be afraid to think outside the box here. I have a sneaking suspicion our how to put this our expectations may be challenged. No, everyone is a suspect at this point into who the identity of the real Avery could be. Be careful who
Listen,
you trust.
I had to deal with all kinds of batshit crazy not that long ago before you guys came along. Fucking goblins up to my shoulders.
Ah, yes, the goblins.
Goblins is one thing. This is deception on a on a grand scale.
Oh no, I know. The goblins are working under me. That was the weird part. Not to mention that crazy bitch that wanted to burn down your town.
Mm.
Never a dull moment. But yeah, I'll keep my head on a swivel. I appreciate the advice, friend.
Well, we're off.
All right, so you're leaving this imposter alive, or is leaving him to Oric? All right,
It's Oric's decision if he wants to.
all right. Oric,
I'm just gonna tell Oric that he needs to clean up whatever mess he makes.
he just nods and says, "You won't even know that it happened."
Good.
As you all leave the house, and for fun story purposes, I'm going to say, Ursula, you're the last one out.
Yeah.
You hear Oric say, "Oh, didn't expect to be able to go back to the old days for a little bit. Let's have some fun." And you shut the door.
Sinister.
All right, so you guys are now out on the streets of Riddleport. I would say with the
Check out the casino.
passage of time, it's probably late afternoon. But yeah, if you'd like to go to the Gold Goblin or any other of the casinos in Riddleport,
We can play poker. If it's running, at least. I mean.
there actually are, believe it or not, the source material that I pulled the church stuff from has stuff for the Gold Goblin as well, and it comes with a few different games that you can play.
Cool.
One of which is the same as what you guys played when Ina was around. So yeah, if you guys are gonna go to the casino, you arrive.
Sure.
Yeah, whoever's going can go. If whoever wants to do other stuff can do other stuff. But for those of you going to the casino,
Cat is totally going to the casino.
you see two rather large goblin statues that are cast from gold, or what looks like gold at least, and they are flanking the entrance. The goblins have sort of a satisfied smile on their faces as they stand on piles of gold, and they each have a dog slicer that they are holding planted into the base of the statue. As you walk in, there is a number of boisterous people sitting around tables drinking, as the hired help is consisting of many scantily clad women, most of them dressed in costume. Picture like a college Halloween party, like that. Very much like, the lowest common denominator of the Party City costume aisle. Women dressed as devils, angels, maids, just any stereotypical costume you can think of, it's featured here. There are no, we did not resolve the magic items that Ursula found. But I will.
Yeah. We'll probably do that later. I forgot to do that.
But there are
Next, be doing that actually while you guys are off playing at the pokies.
Yeah.
You can go back to the casino. We could do it there, but I doubt anyone will try and steal it from us. We're pretty tough.
As far as the healer kit thing that you mentioned, it's basically just you buy the kit and it has 10 uses. It's not like you can just buy single uses of it.
Dang it, because I have 7, and it's like whatever. Never mind. I'll leave it.
But for potions of cure wounds, which one do you want? Like light, moderate, like?
Moderate if possible. If not, I'll settle with light.
All right. You find an apothecary nearby. The cost of I know. Let's see. Cure light is 50. Cure moderate is 300. So however many of those you want, we'll sort out the cost.
I will get. That's easy. If it's 300, I'll just get 2, and that'll be like 600.
Okay. Yeah. So 600 gold for 2 of those. And yeah, you can add those to your inventory. So yeah, there are 3. There are many tables, but there are 3 games that seem to be featured more than the others. The games are Bounder, which you already know as the one where game mechanic wise, you roll a d20. I roll as the dealer 3d6, and then you roll another d20, and you have to try and get on either side of what I rolled. There's another game called Goulette, where it's roulette. It's a roulette wheel, but it's called Goulette. And the final game is called Golem.
Have we played Golem before?
Okay, I'm sorry. What did I miss?
You might have. Yeah, you did. You did, because I remember trying to fiddle around with a deck of cards in this thing, and it was just horrible. So yeah.
Then we switched to like an external thing.
Oh, there's a 4th game as well. I totally forgot to mention. You see a table that has almost like a tic-tac-toe board, like a 3x3 grid. And the game is called Skiffs. And in Skiffs you see little tokens that look like boats that like represent the pieces of each participant.
That's kind of cute.
And yeah, so all of the dealers are a variety of races. There's some halflings, there's some humans, there's even a couple of half orcs, all dressed in whatever nice clothing they could pull out of their closet. There doesn't seem to be a standardized uniform for the dealers yet, but they're running the games. And they're all as they see people walk by, they try to entice everyone to come sit at the table. Some people do, others walk off to the bar, get some drinks. Some just leave as they look like they've lost all their money. But yeah, what game would you like to play, or what would you like to do inside?
What does everyone else want to play?
I am down for whatever. Cat's just ready to go.
Any particular?
Okay, I just got back. What did I miss?
4 games are Bounder, Goulet, which is like roulette, but ghouls. Skiffs, which is something with boats, and I didn't quite understand it. And what was the 3rd game?
Golem, which is it's a card game.
Oh, we played Golem before. Remember with Ina?
Yeah, you played that and Bounder.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry about that. What did I miss?
I was describing all the games that are in this casino. I mean, if you decided to go to the casino. If not, you can do something else. Edge went to an apothecary and bought some potions.
So after we kill the dude, we're just fucking off and doing whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you left him with Auric alive, but yes.
Oh, nah, casino's not my thing. I think I just want to like explore around the town, maybe get me a healer's kit for it if I can get it at a decent price.
All right, so same apothecary for that. They would sell a healer's kit. That is going to cost you. I forget the amount. That is going to be 50 gold.
Can I do this sense mode to see if that's a fair price or not?
That's going to be appraised, but yes.
Damn it. Okay, appraise is useless. Whatever. Guidance. Fuck.
Cat, do you
Yeah.
want me to help you?
It's you.
Yes, please.
You're not there. It's
Oh,
Wait.
fine.
Kat. You're also not there. You went to the casino.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were at the casino. I got very confused for a second.
I just took a quick
Well,
detour
let's
because
look it
Dino wanted to buy something.
Okay.
Honestly, you look at the price tag, Dino, and it's the same as you've seen in other stores, like even in Shayla's shop, and from what you remember growing up in Magnamar, that's typically the price.
Oh, in that case. Screw it. I'll buy it.
All right, so you have a healer's kit that weighs 1 pound, and 10 uses, and you get a +2 on your heal checks when you use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so casino games. Who's doing what?
I guess we can do a couple rounds of Bowder first.
All right. So yeah, again, the rules of Bounder are. Let me go back up and see how the betting. All right, so you sit down at the table. The minimum bet is 1 silver.
I have a lot of money to waste.
You can bet and as much as you want. It just has to be at least 1 silver. So yeah, whatever. Okay, random amount of silver. Got it.
It's not random if you know how much silver I have.
I don't, but I assume that's if you lose, it becomes an even amount. Is my guess.
It does.
Okay.
I'm sorry. How heavy is the kit again?
1 pound.
Okay, cool.
It's like bandages and like salves and stuff. Like it's not heavy. All right, so 34 silver. Anybody else going in or the betting is independent of one another. You don't have to like match each other's bets in Bounder. You're playing against the house. It's like blackjack.
Kaede puts 1,000 silver on the table.
1,000 silver. All right.
Cat's gonna be conservative, and by conservative I mean I'm gonna put down 50 silver.
50 silver. Okay. Dream, are you gambling or are you doing something else?
I'll play roulette.
You can play some goulette. All right, so I'll get to you after 1 round of this. We'll go back and forth. All right, so 3 of you who are playing Bounder, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Ouch.
Okay. So the dealer rolls his. None of you match what the dealer has rolled, so you're all still in it.
Do we see the roll or no?
You don't see what the dealer rolls.
And then we roll another one?
Now, if you want, you can now double down if you want before you roll again.
Yeah, I'll double down.
Okay, so you double your bet.
So that's
68.
68.
So, how many silver pieces is a gold piece?
100.
10.
10. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's 10 to 1. So you essentially bet 100 gold.
Well, I had 1,000. I had 1,400 silver, so I put 1,000 silver down, and then I'm gonna put 10 gold pieces down now to double down.
Well, it's 100 gold to double down.
I mean, okay. Sorry, you guys messed me up there.
No, it's okay.
So then I'm gonna double down.
All right. Kat.
I am gonna double down.
All right. So everyone doubles down. Roll your second d20. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I apparently did my roll wrong.
Yeah, you literally did the
Oh,
roll
there's a
of
space there. I was like, oh, damn.
There we go. Let's try it again.
Oh, hello. Noise. Okay.
You also rolled an 11.
So the dealer reveals his results of his roll, which was a 15. So Cat wins.
How
And
did I win?
unfortunately, Ursula and Kaede both do not win.
How do I lose?
How much
Because
did I win?
well, you bet 50, you double to 100, so you
Just 100?
yeah, you win 100 more silver than what you had before.
I'm confuzzled.
Your two rolls have to be on either side of what the dealer rolled. Both of your
Either
rolls,
side.
yeah, both of your rolls were lower, so you don't win.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Same with Kaede.
So one has to be lower, one has to be higher.
Yes.
Or at least one has to be lower or higher. Right?
One has to be lower and the other has to be higher. It doesn't matter what
Okay.
order it's in, as
Oh,
long
okay.
as that's the result.
Okay, thank you. I was
Okay.
just a little-
No problem. So now we jump over. Dream, your attention is drawn to the goulette table, where there's only one of these that you can see. You see a wheel with a nasty looking like ghoul head in the middle of the wheel. Um, and this head is animated.
Is it animatronics?
The dealer says, "Take a seat, sir. Place your bet." And to entice you further, she says, "Say hello to my friend Dungo." That actually is his name.
Hey, Dungo.
Dungo. So let's see. Here's how this game works. So there are 12 spots on the goulette wheel. There's a minimum bet of 1 silver per space that you want to bet on. And let's see here.
So wait, there's only 2 spaces?
There's 12.
12, okay.
So you can choose.
Is it red and black or is it
red and black, and they all have they have different things written on each spot. So in order, we'll go from like the 1 o'clock position from your vantage point. You see appearance is written there, and then the next one, the 2 o'clock, is bloodline, and so on and so forth is demeanor, hygiene, skill, clothing, body, race, courage, profession, brains, and then at the noon position, it just says something nice.
I'm just gonna put 200 on red.
Okay, well, 6 of them are red, so I'll just do that, I guess.
Oh, I can't just bet on the color?
Well, yeah, I mean, you could throw bets on all the red ones if you want to. 6 are red, 6 are black.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so how much do you want to put on each one? It's a minimum of 1 silver.
I'll put... You know what? Yeah, let me put 50 on each space.
50 on each space, so a total of 300. All right. The dealer, so to speak, this is a pretty attractive human woman. She's dressed in black and gold robes. And she says, "All right, let's spin." Spins the wheel. And it lands on, let's see here. Okay. Is that your why? There's like a graphic for this here, and I'm okay. It does land on a red space. So you are paid out 100 silver for your bet on this one space. Dungo, at this point, looks directly at you, speaks up, and he says, "What are you, some kind of mad scientist? I bet you never made anything useful."
You want to take a sip?
Take a sip. I'm a disembodied head. Where's it gonna go?
I don't know. I'd like to find out though.
Yeah, maybe when you win again.
I'll do red again.
All right. Throw it all in red again. So you throw another 50 again on each of them.
Yep.
All right. This time it lands on. Huh. This time it lands on a black space.
Fuck.
And Dungo again sends his gaze your way and says, looks like you're just as ugly as you're stupid.
Oh, I'm gonna pick you up and throw you across the room, head.
The dealer just says, please don't do that.
Kay's bewildered and going, I don't get this gambling stuff. And just looking at how much lighter their wallet has gotten.
Okay. So the key is you don't bet everything. You have to be conservative with your bets because the house always wins.
Yeah, and there's no like there's no betting on like there's no just betting on red or betting on black here. Like you're betting on a like you can throw bets on multiple spaces, but you only get paid out for the one that hits.
Oh no, I know in character I know that.
No, also I'm explaining this to Kaede. Like, so okay. Here's
Kaede looks at her and goes and pulls out a copper coin, a silver piece, a gold piece, and a platinum piece, and going, see? And then I shove like annoyingly forward the silver piece. I used the tiny amounts.
What?
Don't bet it all. And I'm shaking the coin
okay,
first,
so
angrily
how about
at you, going,
Alright, so why don't you how about this? Why don't you watch me?
I have restraint. I've learned. I look at Dino with a side eye.
All right, so another round of Bounder then for you guys?
Yes.
Okay. So place your bets.
And I'm going to now look at Kat and just put a platinum piece down.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Kat,
one
no,
platinum piece.
Don't do that! Don't do that!
It hits the table, and yeah, the dealer raises an eyebrow, but kind of gives like a little respectful nod towards Kaede.
Kade's looking at Kat stubbornly, going, see, I used tiny coins before.
No!
All right.
Kat's gonna look at the dealer and be like, she's kidding. Please give her back her money. She doesn't want to bet.
Kade just puts on a second platinum piece.
Dealer is already like shaking the dice in their hand, like getting ready to roll. So
wait,
2 platinum pieces.
No!
Roll them, sir.
Doubling down blind, the dealer says. That's a new one.
God.
He looks at the very concerned Kat, is like, are you gonna play?
Kade's looking at him being like,
10 gold, all right.
Coins if you don't.
Roll your d20s, please.
Well, I really need to roll higher.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, the dealer rolls. None of you match, so you're still alive. Would anyone like to double down?
Wait, do you know what he rolled for the first one?
No, we don't know. We just have to. We double down and then roll on either side. We win double the amount. But if we don't double down,
so I will double down.
Another 10 gold for Kat.
Kate's doubling down and holding before doing so holds both platinum pieces up and stares at Kat, holding them over her their eyes and just like fixing them like their goggles and going, oh, yeah, I can't see you. Oh, funk, and then throws them on the table.
All right. Ursula does not double down. So yeah, Kaede, go ahead and roll your other d20.
Bonk.
Kaede wins.
Casey, you have you got two more platinum pieces now.
Well, they pay out 4 platinum pieces because Kaede doubled down twice somehow. The dealer rolled a 9, so Ursula and Kat do not win.
I bet back plus 4 more. That's what that means, right?
Yeah, yeah. You win what you bet, and you get another 4 platinum on top of it.
Cool. At the moment, we're good, guys. Don't mind me. Kate's looking at Kat going, I feel like nothing.
Kat's like, oh God. Do you want to play again?
Sure.
At a nearby.
You have to wait until
at a nearby
the first set to double down.
At a nearby table, you hear like a loud, obnoxious sounding voice just yelling, "Yeah, play again!" And it's of course Dungo right next to Jareem at the goulette table.
I'm gonna go play with them. They're nice.
Sorry, I gotta go. Oh, commit a murder. I'll be right back.
Can I help?
Kate's rolling their eyes.
Can I help you? Was I asking for your opinion?
Kate's already at the goulette wheel with them, already throwing a bet down now next.
All right, so yeah, you all run over to find Jareem at the goulette table, and he's getting ready to play again, I think. And yeah.
I nudge him and I go, look, gambling in a show. And I watch Kat like yelling at that man.
Kat's like, I'm not committing a murder. Kaede, get back here!
Kate's already throwing money at the table, like as they're running.
No, don't throw money on the table. No.
So yeah, you all see the
gambling addiction.
I literally just hurl a platinum coin onto the goulette wheel, and I say, "I'm betting on where I'm gonna play."
So you are.
Running over.
Don't mind her. She's drunk. She's drunk. She can't bet. She's drunk.
So you are throwing it onto wherever it lands.
Yep.
All right. So you all see these things in the following clock positions on the wheel. Kaede, you may as well just roll a d12 to see where you landed.
Can I roll a d12 too?
If you're just gonna randomly splash on the wheel.
Yeah, I'm randomly splash on the wheel.
All right, so you land on demeanor. Ursula, your coin lands on courage. Whatever you're betting. Again, at least 1 silver.
Platinum piece.
Kaede betting a platinum.
Is there a teller at this place where I can transfer my copper pieces into sort of silver pieces?
Yeah, there is.
Alright, I wanna make 582 silver pieces.
Yeah, you can do that. We'll resolve this first, and then yeah, you can go to like the cashier and do that.
Well, I need money to place a bet. So, well, actually, I'll just do 10 gold.
All right, so yeah, 10 gold on courage. Where's everyone else betting? If anyone else is betting,
Kat's in the middle of trying to yell at Kaede.
All right, so Kat, I assume then is not betting, and Dream, what are you betting on?
What are the red spaces again?
Well, let's see here. Let's say that the even numbers are red. I'm gonna ignore the graphic I'm looking at here. We'll say the even numbers are red, and the odd ones are black.
So odd ones are black?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay.
Alright, I'll do one more bet, and then I walk away.
Alright. A little bit on all the reds again? Or something specific?
Yeah.
Alright. The woman spins the wheel once more. and it once again lands on the black space that says appearance. So everyone loses, and Dungo looks at you again, Dream, and says, "Oh, you brought your ugly friends now too. What a treat! Now I can make fun of all of you together."
Oh, I like this thing.
Is this
Who
like
are
a
you? I poke at it.
magically talking thing?
I mean, it would
It
appear that the
definitely
only way this could be happening is magic. It's a
Yeah, Kate's literally trying to poke through his
it's a
face. He's
it's a
like, "Yo,
ghoul
get
head
your
that's been like just
Can
stuck
I
on
just
this
go with
wheel.
it?
I'm gonna not let you do that."
The
No, you gotta be quicker than that.
the dealer sees you reaching for the gun, and she just looks at you and says, "I wouldn't."
Fine. Can I punch it instead?
Kate's just trying to poke it still. I don't even know if it's corporal or not. We maybe want to establish this. I look at Urslan with a side eye.
I mean, one of you could certainly try to detect magic on this thing or something like that, you know.
I can only read it. Damn it, Kate just says exasperatedly.
The dealer looks at God. What did you ask to do again? Or just you just want to poke it?
I wanted to see if he was corporal because he was making insults at me, and I was like, "Oh, you're kind of fantastic. What are you?" And I was poking at him. Trying
Yeah, I
to
mean
see if
it
he was real
looks
cool.
like it just looks like a ghoul head. It's
Well, yeah,
yeah.
but he's just. So I don't know if he's sentient or not. So I'm responding to him fascinatedly, being like, "Oh, you're kind of interesting."
The dealer in response to you're kind of interesting, the dealer just looks over at you and says, you know, when you got to work with him all day and night, it stops being interesting. He can only do one thing, and that's insult you.
Oh. Kate just says, trailing off and realizing and just pulling their hand back, going, "That doesn't seem like a fun night for you."
Yeah, I mean, he never directs it at me, only the gamblers. So that's nice at least.
All right. Well then, taunting head. Have fun tonight. I've heard a lot of insults, so I want creativity. And I nod at him, and I look back at the table, and I put down another platinum coin. And this time, I decide to put it on something nice.
You put it on something nice. Okay. Dream said he's walking away. Anyone else?
I'm gonna. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm burning it when I'm putting the money on. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no worries. That's cute. That your kitten's doing that.
That's probably what we might be hearing. Oh, that's Leah. That's Leah's mic. 2 golden appearance, 2 golden hygiene, 2 golden body, 2 golden presence, 2 golden something nice.
All right. Spins the wheel. Oh my fucking god. It lands on something nice.
I get 2 gold?
So,
That's Kate for the platinum piece there.
because you bet on something nice, you do win as normal. Urslan, you get For each of the spaces you bet on, besides something nice, you're given back 2 silver. So 8 silver.
So 8 silver.
In addition to your winnings.
What's my winnings? 4 gold or
Yeah,
just 2
you
gold?
get 4 gold, like the 2 you bet plus 2 more, and also 8 silver.
So I got 2 platinum then back. I got 1. Sweet.
So yeah, Dungo looks at the two of you and he's just like, "Oh, look at that. As soon as Owl Boy left, your luck turned around."
Wait, Apple Boy. But why did Apple Boy leave? Apple Boy. I shake my head and go, wait, Dream. Why am I calling him out? Dream. Why? Where did Dream go?
Where did Dream go?
That's a good question.
I guess outside.
Okay. So Dream goes outside.
Hi, buddy.
And yeah, so you're left to try to find him if that's what you want to do.
Are we going to find him? Is that what's happening?
I mean, you tell me.
No, I'm asking Kaede.
I didn't hear you.
Are we going to go find Dream or are we... What?
Yeah. Okay. Kate's just kind of goes. Yeah. I mean, I've learned nothing here. I had fun. I got my money. I look at Cat and grin, and then I say we should probably stay together. Where did Edge Dream? Why do we all split up so quickly, and do I never notice? I say all exasperatedly.
It's because you're something nice.
Kate just
But we
kind of
have
gets
an
up from the
inn that
table.
we can go to, right? As well. We're not gonna have to go back to that same house. I know they're
No,
expensive.
we don't have to. We're at the casino right now.
Oh. So I
There
was gonna say,
there are inns in Riddleport.
yeah.
Up to you if you want to stay at one of them, but there are inns in Riddleport.
Well, let's see what we're doing, because I'm just really waiting on what our next move is, really.
Oh god, I don't even see where this thing is actually on the map. I'm just gonna put you guys there. So yeah, so if you're going to look for Dream, it's not hard to find him. He didn't get very far outside of the casino. But yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Not sure.
Kate's kind of looking around a bit and going, well, if you guys don't mind, we are in this giant city. There's got to be some bookstores and libraries that I can go check out. And at that, I kind of just ask Ursula if she has anyone like to point me in a direction of what district might have like books and history and stuff like that.
Urslan would know that you're probably looking to go to the Cipher Lodge.
Yeah.
You would know that access to the libraries can be essentially purchased with a night's stay.
Okay.
But the rates are significantly higher for those who are not among the Cipher Mages number. Whereas they can stay there and have access to everything for 5 gold per night. About for people such as yourselves, you're probably looking at like 20 gold each.
Okay. I'm willing to pay that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go look into more about my family lineage with the information I do have, and more about the god I was left with an emblem of.
All right, so you're going to be all the way down here in the corner, southwest corner, as that is where the Cipher Lodge is. What is everybody else doing? Don't all
Yeah,
speak at
I'm
once.
Edge is just waiting for you guys. Like, cause you guys, once you guys are done with the casino, he just wants to respec, and then we should head off to. If we don't have any more business here, we should head off
So
to
you
what's
want
that
to
place called?
respect, because that takes time.
Trying to see
Where's
what's the name of
the sword? God damn it.
Pushing up in my.
Yeah, we need to head to Turtleback Ferry and then head
There
to
you
the
go.
fort from there.
I'm guessing something's wrong with my Discord.
No, I can hear you.
Really good.
Okay, just making sure.
You know,
Alright,
I was just trying to let everybody
said
speak.
that, I'm just gonna stay close by to Kaede, so if anything goes down, Dino's ready to throw hands.
All right, so Dino and Chomper go
What?
with Kaede.
Someone's gotta go.
Hold on, I need to figure out why my dog is whining.
Talking at you.
I'm on the bright side, at least he's not a husky, because then he'd be screaming at you.
Right.
Yeah, your dog literally.
You know what?
talking.
There are days where I'm not entirely sure he's not part husky.
I feel this.
On
I
the
like how she unmuted herself just to tell us that.
on the approach to the Cipher Lodge, you see sort of a mage type looking guy wearing robes. He kind of points towards Chomper and just says, "That thing's got to stay outside."
Sure. Kaede just nods.
All right, Kaede, good luck.
Okay. Kaede just goes inside.
Okay. You see a middle-aged man behind the counter, dressed in like full wizard garb. He looks at you curiously. Not really sure what to make of you, but he says, "Well, welcome to the Cipher Lodge. All of our lectures for the day have ended, but if you would like a room and access to our libraries, we can certainly offer you that."
No room, only access to libraries.
Are you there?
Yeah, I went with them. I went with whoever went to the Cipher Lodge because I know about it.
Okay, so then yeah, you're there.
So
Say.
Kade's gonna say, "Well, I appreciate that. Do you have any books on? Well, this is gonna sound odd, but two different questions: Vampire Lords and Azizoth." I kind of trail off.
Don't typically get asked for either of those. Well, I'm sure I can do a cursory look for you. Give me a moment. And he heads off.
Kaede nods and waits patiently.
He comes back with only one book in hand, and he says, "This one should give you a little more insight on." Let's just call them the old ones. As far as the vampire request, we have plenty of material about them. I didn't bring any because I don't know what you're looking for specifically. But like I said, for a small fee, you're welcome to browse yourself.
Kaede just nods and says, "Whatever the small fee. What may that small fee be?"
20 gold. I mean, if you don't plan on spending the night, then that'll get you. Oh, geez, what time is it? It'll buy you a few hours if you don't stay the night.
Kaede nods and hands him 20 gold and says, "Thank you for the book, taking that one book, and then also for the direction."
Certainly.
Goes off into finding all those stuff.
He looks towards Ursula and says, will you be needing access as well?
I guess so, since I'm going with them.
All right, that'll be 20 gold, please.
Yes, sir. I hand him the 20 gold.
All right.
I'm like upside down right now. I'm petting my cat, so I will make
No
note
worries.
that I have.
So he leads you towards their main library, and you could tell just from walking in and just your first like sort of gaze around the whole room, this is a very extensive library. There are some men who are dressed similarly to the one who assisted you, sitting around some tables, studying their own pieces of literature. But they are just stacks on stacks of shelves, like as far as you can see.
So I'm just in awe, and I start thumbing through the book I was handed, and
Okay.
sitting at a table and going, I guess I have to start somewhere.
Go ahead and make a knowledge planes check.
Knowledge planes check, can
Yep.
do.
And the DC will be a little lower just because you have the book.
Boom.
All right. So yeah, that'll be enough. You thumb through this book, and you get to a small section, maybe like 2 pages or so, about Azathoth. And
Okay.
this gives like its number of titles, including the Daemon Sultan, the Primal Chaos, the Blind Idiot God, and a much longer title that is the Blind Formless Chaos that lies behind the stars. This text takes great pain to explain how little known this being is, but it is described as an all-powerful, essentially a gibbering mass of just untold destructive power. It's said that this being exists at the center of the universe, and that it is completely unaware of its own existence and worshippers, as well as the cosmos itself. It goes on to say that in terms of size, it is as large as a star. Its main areas of concern are madness, entropy, mindless destruction, just catastrophes, insanity, all that fun stuff.
Taking notes of all this down.
Yeah.
So, like, literally writing this down because they're like, what the fuck? They're more bewildered. Now knowing what they have a symbol that they've just been, like, proudly walking around wearing for their entire life.
There is one small footnote at the end of the section, sort of acting as a reminder that, again, while Azathoth has absolutely no knowledge of this, there are, in fact, at least at the time that the book was written, there are practicing cultists that worship this being. It doesn't say where. It just simply says that they exist.
I'm even more bewildered at this, and now I start thumbing through my journal, trying to find the small scant information I'd written about my father that I found out the little journal page I have, like, it's written, like, my mom was a noble, and what area she was from, my father's name, and all that stuff, and then jotting all this stuff about Assahoff down, and just, like, drawing lines to me, like, connection, question mark.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, you make sure to take very copious notes of all of this stuff. just really exhaustive, just writing out, like short of writing everything out word for word. You really put a lot of effort into making sure that you're never going to forget what you've seen here.
And knowing this, I'm gonna go and try to see if I can find any books about, well, that mentions my father's name.
So yeah, there in this library, of course a lot of these are mages. They keep a lot of books about magic and all of its sort of exploits. There is just a sprawling section of necromancy and things related to necromancy. There are several books about vampires. A few of them do mention specific notorious vampires.
So I'm gonna
in
gravitate towards
browsing these books, you don't find a name, but you do see illustrated in one of them is a piece of artwork that depicts a like the living room of a house, and it's set up with a small table, sort of a larger chair that's built for comfort. There is an ale mug resting on the coffee table. The decor of the room is, it's hard to tell because there's only one candle lit near the window on the left side of the drawing. But it appears to be of a darker color on the walls. Wood floors. A couple windows, and like I said, the front door is like only partially open. You see, just peeking through the front door is what looks like a piece of sort of a cape that has, or some kind of cloak that is belonged to someone who is exiting the house. There are no other people in the drawing. However, carved into a very small portion of the table, the surface of the table, you see your father's symbol. And there's a small in like fine print description of the image where, again, no name given, but it says vampire claiming another victim, leaves behind a piece of, not a piece, leaves behind an icon belonging to his family to show that he had been there. It's a rather literal description of what's going on, but that's what it says. And yeah, it's the carving is spot on, like your father's symbol, or if it's not him, then someone in his ancestry.
I'm very like bewildered, and I'm gonna see if I can. So this is a. I'm gonna see if I can take this with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be like, what is this worth, or to be able to leave this library with me?
So, do you just flag down someone else that's in there, or do you bring it back to the front?
I'm bringing it to the front guy.
Bring it to the front guy. He says, "Well, our collection isn't for sale. Um, let me answer your
If I
question
could
with a question of my own. What's it worth to you?"
figuring out my lineage and who I am, I just bluntly stated to him, the only thing I know is that crest. That's my family crest. That's the only thing I have to go off of, a family crest name, and that my mom is noble, who attended wage school, and I am some bastardization of a species, and I've been wearing this crest of a fucking chaos god on my skull apparently my whole goddamn life, and somehow I'm related to that symbol. And this book is literally the only thing I found that has given me any information onto what any of this is. I just kind of like just word vomit at this man.
He he thinks for a moment, and he says, "Hold on. Let me see if I can help you." And he goes off to the back. Um he's gone for an amount of time that uh begins to get uncomfortable.
Kate's starting to realize that maybe they should not have just blurted that much information out to a random stranger in a place that collects knowledge, and realizes that am I about to be trapped? Am I about to become a part of the museum?
Um let's see here. I am trying my hardest to find something. Oh, okay. This might work. Hold on. Okay. I think I figured it out. So, um he brings back another man. This one, they're dressed exactly the same. This man looks noticeably older. Um, he he says, "Well, we don't have quite everyone here, but this man he should be able to help you. He is one of our best transmuters. Take a look at this image, if you will," and he studies it. Um, he thinks for a moment, and he gives like a little bit of a nod. And the initial guy that was helping you walks away, leaving you with this new guy.
I bewilderedly go, oh, hi, I'm Kaede. Slightly embarrassed for my outburst,
He says,
and I go reach out a hand.
he says, "Hello, my name is Liam, and I believe that I can help you. Now, this from what I've been informed briefly, that this is something that means a lot to you.
Kaede just nods fervently.
All right, then. Why can't I find the actual cost of this? Oh, here we go. Okay. I've got it. He says, well, this, I won't lie to you, this will cost a bit, but I think we can do this. I have a blank sheet of parchment here. If you will provide me with 500 gold pieces for the spell, I can copy the image onto the parchment for you.
Okay, just like in awe, it's like, you do that?
Of course. We cipher mages, admittedly, we have a bad reputation in this city. And truth be told, some of it is deserved. But there are those among us who like to do good deeds when we can. And I see this as a good deed.
Among Us?
Amogus?
Sus.
Sorry, I had to do it.
It's okay.
That's fair.
Kay just kind of says, well, as far as I'm concerned, the Cypher Mages do a lot of good. And their existence in this world and this preservation of all this knowledge is definitely more of a benefit than a detriment.
Well, thank you for your kindness. He has to make a craft check for this spell. That is if you're going to provide him with the money. So as soon as you place the coin in front of him, he will begin casting his spell.
I'm just holding on to dear hope that it works.
Before your very eyes, and before you even know that he's begun casting the spell, the image is copied perfectly onto the parchment.
Yes!
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god, yes.
As he finishes, he looks at it and he says, well, normally I'm considered to be one of the most humble of the cipher mages, but I do believe this is my best work yet.
Kay just gives him a giant grin and say, it's fantastic. It's immaculate. It's perfect. How can I repay you?
Well, you've already paid for the service. That's good enough. I suppose you could tell others that there are some cipher mages like me who are able to put aside the quarrels of this city for long enough to benefit others. That's all I would ask of you.
Kay nods and says, of course. And kind of then in the side, like, is this like a parting question? Kind of goes, how does one become a cipher mage?
I think there actually is stuff here for that. Let's see. I have made a typo. I have made a grave typo.
What's the typo?
It's just something that messed up my my Google search.
Oh.
So he begins to explain that cipher mages are kind of chosen from interested parties who are able to, among other requirements, they are able to extract more from your everyday scroll than just the magic of the spell itself. That they can heighten those written magics, such as a scroll. He says that cipher mages must also be well versed in ancient history as well as ancient linguistics. For example, he names that he knows he can speak giant, and he can also speak draconic. Those aren't the only languages that you can know that would meet this requirement. He says anyone who knows multiple ancient languages has a leg up on everyone else who is attempting to
I think I
join
only know
the
one.
order.
I don't even think. Do I?
He says that they only allow arcane casters, and they also only allow those with really exceptional knowledge of arcane magics and history, and like I said, linguistics.
Kaede just kind of nods and says, well, maybe if I actually get a bit actually, if I can make it to a decent age, maybe I can join your order one day.
What is Sylvan?
Sylvan is the language of
Elves.
like fae, like dryads and
That's right.
like
You said
like forest fae.
can't really just say elves.
I mean,
My
there are
boy.
probably some elves that can speak Sylvan.
My boy, the language of elves is Elven.
Yeah, so to that to what Kate said, Liam, he looks at Kate and he says, interesting. What sort of magic do you practice?
I kind of look at him and I say, mostly that of the mind, and I guess a bit of the undead. And I kind of like partially activate that stricken heart spell, so my hand does the black glow. But then I also at the same time like try to like probe his mind with the unwitting ally spell, but like making him aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like not really casting it, but kind of like starting to, I guess.
Yeah, I think I know what you're going for. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, oh, okay. So you are a student of the occult and psychic magic.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, we've changed our ways and requirements before. We, as I said, we do require some arcane ability. So you would probably have to hit the books on that a bit. But
Kid laughs slightly and goes, like I said, if I manage to survive long enough, I would like to come back, I say. And this time with more of a laugh, like realizing I know how much effort it would take, and I know I'm going to have to live for quite a bit of time and survive in the first place to be able to do it.
well, the mind is a powerful weapon, as is weight. Weight is also a very powerful weapon, especially for the bearer.
realize I was muted.
I believe that a strong mind and a strong heart go hand in hand, and it seems that what you're after is something that you intend to do for good.
I say if it means if this leads to me actually finding a steady path to what the hell I am, I think I can devote myself to something like that in the future, or at least align myself with it.
Well, should you return from your adventures, as you said, and should you meet the requirements of our order, then perhaps you may find a place here.
Cade nods their head and says, I really do appreciate everything you guys have done for me. And if I can, I will try to change as many opinions.
I trust that you will. Now I must get back to my work, but it was great to meet you, and I'm glad that I could help you out today.
I'm very excited. And I tell him, I just kind of like take all my belongings, all my notes, the transmuted paper and everything, and I say my thanks to the entryway guy and tell Liam again thank you, and I make my way out to Dino and Urzulin, just kind of bubbling and like just spewing about all the information I found, and just have them have no way to keep up with what I'm saying, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can,
I'm tired.
feel free to roleplay that out. Or yeah, I mean, if everyone's tired, then we can wind down. But did you guys?
Outside with Jumper because I
It was
can't go
just more or
inside
less
without him.
me just following along with Kate and showing her around.
Okay. So I guess two orders of business before we end then. One is, do you guys plan to get an inn in Riddleport, or do you want to head out and camp for the night? And the other thing is, do you want to identify all those magic items?
I'm done, but if we're still in Riddleport, why can't we stay
them.
where we were staying? In the old
My
abandoned
house?
house.
You want to go back to my house?
Yeah.
Sure, we can go back to my house.
Like, why is that not an option?
It is an option,
Hey,
but
no, in character, I get it. You're saying that because you're like, because we're all listing off things you could do, and Cat just popped up and we're like, well, we could stay in Arizona's house again.
Like, why spend money if we don't have to?
She's got a point, and Urzulin, maybe we could like upkeep your manor and make it not so creepy again. That would be nice. You have a home, Okay, it says.
all right. So if that's the play, I'm going to move you all back over there.
Also, apparently somebody's in our chat
Oh, hello, person
and
in
wants
our.
to know how Riddleport got into Rise of the
Because we wanted it to.
because we can't take
Yeah.
multiple books,
Okay. So
apparently.
yeah, I'll explain that a little bit before. I don't even know if this person's still here. I hope they are.
I think so.
They're not on the user list, but I'll explain it anyway in case they decide to watch the VOD later. So we have a character.
I'm from Runelords.
Yes, exactly. One of our characters is from Riddleport, and has family ties in her backstory to there. And so we are in between books right now. I probably should have removed that we're in book 3 because we're not. I thought we were going to start that tonight, but we're not going to. Yeah, so we're in between books 2 and 3, and so I kind of built in this side quest to send everyone to Riddleport. And yeah, that is verbatim what the Order of Ciphers does.
Yes, that is true.
So yeah, I basically took well, I don't want to explain that much from behind the curtain on stream, but I did pull an adventure that was set in Riddleport for this, and yeah, it's
from the Book of Shadows, right? Was it from the Shadow something book?
It is from Second Darkness, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it is something from that adventure path, yeah, but it's not anything from Second Darkness itself. It's from like a different thing that they wrote to include with it. But again, doesn't have anything to do with that campaign itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we're in Riddleport. That's the long and short of it. Just to address some backstory stuff, and because I like taking pre-written material and kind of punching it up to fit the characters. So I appreciate the question though. That's a good thought provoker. But yeah, so you guys get back to Ursulin's house. Oric is there.
Is the body gone?
He
Or is he not done with his business yet?
hears you all come in, and he says, "Well, I didn't expect you guys to be back so soon." But
I thought we would leave, but we didn't end up leaving.
well,
Yeah.
it's no trouble. I'm almost done cleaning up. I would say just nobody sleep in that one room. But
That is fair.
I'll be finishing up soon.
Kate, did you say something? Because you kind of went all Daft Punky again.
One more time.
I was laughing.
I'll just go Daft Punky in the lobby.
Kate's laughing, just gurgling like the god she worships.
I mean,
Yeah.
Leah, your audio's also been kind of weird the entire time.
I know. I'm gonna get an
Oh,
external mic.
God.
That way, everything's smoother. I gotta get like a Bluetooth headset for my computer.
No, Cade I'm just envisioning Cade like housekeeping style, just going around fervently cleaning this house because one of our friends actually has a real home and we can in fact establish it as a house. Yes, like it's not something we can repeatedly go back to because it's not in the main area of where we want to go. But the fact that one exists, like Cade's just doing their best to be like, this is a livable home, and like going around like dusting
There's
things,
not much
cleaning, like
house.
getting wood
Really, someone
together.
doesn't like a Mako's Tavern.
Well, the house is ransacked. It doesn't mean it's necessarily completely burned to the ground.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you want to go amend some windows, you can go do that.
Yeah, like he's like dusting stuff off, like making the rooms the main room and area we're staying in like at least comfortable space. You know what I mean? Like so stacking up wood for the one fireplace so it's warm for the night, like that kind of stuff. Just like flurry of movement, being like ta-da! I got caught up in it, Cade says. As looking at it.
Well, clearly our murders full of vampires
Oh, sorry, Demon, go ahead.
isn't like a Mako's Tavern very much.
Yeah.
I tavern, but our friend has a house and we should make it look like a home.
No, because if you make it look like a home and we're not here, it's gonna get ransacked again.
Okay, can I at least make it a
On
little
the
comfortable for
topic
them
of
now?
homes, Ed should probably also now retire for the day. Hey, what time is it now?
It's probably almost nighttime.
Yeah,
I'm
it's dark.
I'm gonna
Caden,
dig through my bag of holding and pull out all the things and ask for help identifying stuff. I think I still have it.
Cade would have spent a few hours in there, so
Let's see if I could. I have it on standby, the list. Just give me 1 second.
I have the list handy as well. So
Let's
yeah,
see who to do it first.
let's if you're pulling all the items out, this is going to be detect magic and a spellcraft check from Dream.
Alright. Dreams is higher than mine, so I'm gonna give him guidance.
Detect. I can't do detect magic, but I can do spellcraft. So I'll help with the spellcraft.
All right, so you can assist, and Dream can make the check, and he gets guidance from Dino.
Yeah.
So Dream, if you wouldn't mind, rolls me a spellcraft, and we can
Come on, Dream, roll that spellcraft.
Yeah,
Go
so
about
curious about the
Let's
sword.
go.
go about identifying everything here. If you're still with us,
He might be asleep.
it's fine. I got
I'm
it.
honestly about to pass out
Probably
myself,
dead.
so.
I got it.
Yeah,
We're gonna.
probably
Oh, they both rolled 13, so 14 becomes a 16. Whatever.
It's a lucky number.
That's good enough. I don't think any of these would be outside of that number. So yeah, we'll wrap up as soon as I copy paste all these descriptions. So the weapons, the double chicken saber and the sort of notched battle axe, which is called this, those are not magical in any way.
I was wondering what a tongi is.
Yeah, it's an exotic like battle axe basically.
Oh, well, those are for whoever wants them. I'll take them out of my bag of holding.
So yeah, again, requiring the associated proficiency, like exotic weapon proficiency and all that too. Okay, so the vial of oil, I'll do that one first. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. It's like it does look more like a pole arm, but yeah, it is sort of an axe head on the end of it.
It kind of just looks like a flame, like the metal part looks like flame.
It's like a simplified halberd.
So I want the small terranium.
So this is the vial of oil as a stalker's oil.
Use that.
Bring me your toy.
This is a consumable, by the way.
Never mind. I mean, on stealth situations, maybe.
Next item on my list here, we'll do the spice, because that's a thing as well.
Look at me not being able to spell. Striped nutmeg. Or is it stripped?
Striped.
But not any. I thought this said, but not brain damage. I was like really confused. That's how tired I am.
Stalker's oil. I'm gonna just throw that on the edge.
Don't throw it. It's gonna break.
It would still
Henry.
it would put me up at a -3. That's not much.
That's better than
-5.
Next
Depending on if the
is
terrarium is special, I call dibs on the
well,
nutmeg.
that's the next one I'm going to
So wait,
do.
Why
Is the,
me? Because I called dibs first.
is there
You
enough?
call dibs on the oil. I want the nutmeg.
No, I said I wanted
terrarium.
the
Wait,
terrarium.
wait, sorry.
On the
Is there enough nutmeg to get that ability, or is it just a few ounces?
There's 6 ounces. 1 ounce. 1 ounce gives the 3 meals per day for 4 days amount. So 6 of those.
Okay. So just 1 ounce does the whole thing?
Over the course of 4 days, 1 ounce will.
So you need 4 ounces total to get that effect.
No. You need 1 ounce to get the effect. I'm saying.
I copy and pasted the description from nutmeg.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, my bad. Hold on.
That's because I was confusing him. I'm sorry. You could explain the nutmeg in the group chat. That way I understand it, because I just don't understand it.
It's 1 ounce seasons 12 meals, and 3 meals times 4 days is 12.
So that's enough for all of us to get this ability.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I was trying to figure out. Cool. So no, you don't get the whole entire thing, Tristan.
Damn.
If you want to maintain the effect, though, you do have to find more of it, is the thing.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
So, yeah, this is the terrarium.
That's a big ass terrarium.
So that's what that does.
Dibs.
Next is
Maybe we should just put our animals in the portable terrarium.
Jumper's large size. I don't think that's gonna work.
Okay, but the one person you're talking to is a witch who has a cat familiar, and the other person has a dog pet.
Next is the
No, my
alchemical.
familiar is come back to me, I think, right? Although what we could do is get a bunch of like drug plants, and plant them in the container and just carry
Yeah.
them.
Yep. So whatever you guys want to do, though. I could see Dream using it. I could see
Yeah.
Dina using it. I could see the witch using it to do witchy stuff.
And
This is
bottle of sunlight.
yeah. This is
If
the
anyone wants to
alchemical
do that, I
substance
would do that.
that you had in the jar of alchemical substance. Upon further inspection of this next item,
The glowing sword.
the glowing sword,
Ooh. I can't. I can use swords. Not that I want to.
there is a partial match of the crest that belongs to Kaede's family. Partial
Ooh.
match.
What?
On the hilt.
Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna take that.
And finally, the palm-sized gem, which this item, let me tell you, this item is cool.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Ooh.
So yeah, this gem, smash it or otherwise break it, you summon a water elemental. Again, one use. But it's under the control of whoever breaks it.
I'll
That's
take
pretty
that.
awesome.
And it behaves as a summon nature's ally spell.
So,
Well, what level is it out of
Crisis,
curiosity?
as Dino said
Oh
he
yeah, I
wanted
should
to
probably
do
include that.
anything.
It's
Oh, nice.
caster level 11th on that gem.
That tells me nothing.
It tells you
But
how
it's strong.
long the spell lasts for.
Wait, how long does it last for then?
Jesus fucking Christ. It's,
11 rounds?
yes. one
Okay.
round per level.
Okay, cool.
I would sorry.
All good.
Sorry guys, I think I'm gonna
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna that's all the items. So yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
take the gem and like I said, up on top, I'll get the oil to Edge, the tritium to Dream, I guess. The sunshine can go to anyone. I gotta recommend that we share the spice or divvy it up between people who want the spice. Kay takes the sword. I want the gem.
okay. Yeah, we can. I mean, now it's on stream, so everyone knows what you said. But we can always sort it out like through the week. I'm down for whatever. But yeah, good session. Oric finishes his cleaning up, and you guys all bed down for the night. and take a rest, and we will end there.
Okay.
So, join us next week for the continuation of our adventure.
I was just about to draw an X on that man. You made him go away.
Well, Orc made him go away.
I know.
Let's be real here.
Touche,
So-
Orc,
Yeah.
made him go away.
So, yeah, we'll pick up from there with the next part of our adventure.
I'm pretty sure this adventure we're probably going to be traveling and doing the next part of the riddle of the Runelords, right?
Yeah, I'd say we probably start book 3 next week. So yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, so we told Orc to just find out if he could find the real Avery.
Yeah, Orc knows to contact you guys if he gains any information. So he's going to be doing his own investigative work, and yeah, he'll get in touch if he finds anything. So, as always, thanks for joining us. We always appreciate having you guys watching from home and participating in our chat, and however else you decide to spend your time with us, it's greatly appreciated. We hope to see you next Sunday. For those who celebrate, have a good Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.
Adios.
Bye.